shit, but I know that I'm alright. We were 17, feel like kerosene. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. I run another lie to get through the night. Scared of shit, but I know that I'm alright. We were 17, feel like kerosene. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. I run another lie to get through the night. Scared of shit, but I know that I'm alright. We were 17, feel like kerosene. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. I was still too young to realize that these summertime jobs, they don't last your whole lifetime. I think it was a Honda. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. You were my sunscreen. I run another lie to get through the night. Scared of shit, but I know that I'm alright. We were 17, feel like kerosene. You protected me, you were my sunscreen. I run another lie to get through the night. Scared of shit, but I know that I'm alright. We were 17, feel like kerosene. You protected me, you were my sunscreen.
I seen you at a party, but you caught me staring, I'm sorry. You're something special, had to keep it level. Time goes by, start to evolve. Side by side, we can take it all. Wanna tell you, but scared to call. This love is overdue. These fears I have for you ain't holding back the truth. I'm certain me and you will be forever too. Ain't holding back the truth. This love is overdue. Ain't holding back the truth. Now I see it daily. Are you thinking about me? Maybe this is something special. Don't wanna keep it level. Time goes by, start to evolve.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a League of Legends game. Ahmed, I'm very happy to have you here again with your favorite game. How are you doing?
Favorite game, kind of a questionable wording of that sentence. I don't think it's anyone. I don't think any. It's not a lot of people enjoy League, but they still play it because they're addicted. It's like I'd say League is more dangerous than drugs in some situations. So it's one of my favorite games, yes, because I sometimes enjoy it. Those sometimes come rarely. Like I don't know. They caught me in a lie. I never enjoy it. But anyway, welcome to the League of Legends tournament. And yes, I know my setup is completely different than usual, mainly because I am doing something called work. I know a lot of people are not familiar with that. You know, it's a very
Being a responsible adult for once.
it's a very yeah. Like I'm responsible for all of this that's happening behind the computer, so I might disappear here and there.
No,
you know,
definitely. Yeah,
all I'm saying is I might disappear
behind the
here.
scenes stuff and whatnot of Baesports.
That's not the behind the laptop scenes. Let's say that.
Well, welcome
Alright,
everybody.
so-
Welcome to the stream. We are here at 3 p.m. In an hour, our first match will start. Let's talk a little bit about League of Legends. I mean, we've not been in a League of Legends game for the past what is it?
2 years?
2 years. 2 years. I'd like to say.
A year and a half.
Something along those.
Yeah, we did.
Something along those lines, I think.
I think our last tournament was like beginning of 2021.
You know what?
Before summer.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past that.
So-
Yeah, I think you are correct on that regard. But it's
So
gonna be.
approximately 2 years.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, somewhere around those lines. Ahmed, I mean, I'm excited to watch another game with you, obviously. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, unfortunately, the Hunt will no longer be with us anymore for the foreseeable future due to some personal things for him. Not that we have any bad blood. I mean, we love the guy. He made League of Legends what it is on Baesports.
Do we hope he returns?
We hope he watches. We hope he's okay. So if you're watching the Hunt, we thank you for everything that you've done, and we hope you'll be back very quickly. Thank you as well for the follow, Cruzzle. Everybody else that I can't really see the names of right now. But Ahmed, I mean, this is gonna.
You have Mario, and that's one of the guys that followed as well.
Right. I mean,
His name's
let's
Ahmed.
let's look at the thing of today. Oh, that is big. That should not be that big. Okay, please don't clip that with the. Please, I beg. Don't clip that out of context. Gotcha. We've got the first game though. The next match.
You know who usually clips.
We've got the first game though. Group A, YoClan versus Randojar. YoClan, it's a full European team on EU West. YoClan. Let's talk a little bit in general, right? Because I feel like we're coming in hot with this sort of stuff. What I'm trying to say is like we've got a lot of new teams that they have never been in a Baesports event. It's been a little bit of a mess starting especially yesterday. A lot of questions have come in. A lot of people, we've not explained the Baesports format very well on Challenger mode. Therefore, a lot of confusion, as one could say. Ahmed, he's looking if his boss is watching the stream by any chance.
No. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of confusion. A lot of it was a little bit of a mess, but we've managed to sort it all out. everything seems to be okay, up and running. Ahmed, I mean, we have a lot of stuff right now to talk about. Let's talk a little bit about the group stages, and then afterwards we will talk about the next game, what will happen, etc., etc., etc.
All right.
Ahmed, I think first and foremost, the most important point of discussion, um, Ahmed, is let me see if I can show it. Ba-ba-ba-bum. We are going into this here. Let's see if I can show it to Ahmed. Give me 1 second there, buddy. I don't know since when do I start calling you buddy, but hold on. There we go. Ahmed, I think this is a huge story for everyone watching. Base Team Havoc, first season without them. First season without Team Havoc, first season without Circmate Squad. The controversial Greek team has not come up this season. And yeah, I mean, to a lot of people dismay, I think maybe a lot of people are disappointed, but maybe even more people are actually quite surprised or even happy that they've not joined, considering all of the controversy that has come out with Team Havoc. Boblinho admitted to us that they've disbanded somehow. He's not really gone into the details, but he said that they're no longer part, and Team Havoc is therefore not really part of Baesports anymore, and they are undefeated. They have been undefeated for all the seasons that Baesports have done League of Legends, but they are not going to be here for this season, Ahmed.
I mean, let's first talk about like how they played League of Legends. They were so aggressive, especially in the bot lane. They had Sturgios there as ADC. He was very deadly. If I remember correctly, one of his best picks was Tristana, and he played it so amazingly. And they were really talented, but unfortunately, they had so much drama on the Rift and off the field. Rift, especially Boblinho as the team leader, he could not really control his team members. They were very aggressive towards other teams, and they were very passionate, let's say, about League of Legends, and they would often flame each other and other people, which is unneeded. Honestly, I get some banter here and there where you create some, I suppose, excitement for the game, some stakes, like, oh, I'm better than you, and yada yada, a bit of that. But if I remember correctly, he was very aggressive, especially after the game. He would come onto Twitch chat and just flame the other team for no reason. So
Yeah.
I understand why they disbanded.
It took a lot of
Boblinho, I would
people
say,
as well,
was
it took a lot of people just to. I'm sorry that I'm interrupting you for this. Just to talk about this as well. Like, it took a lot of people. Like, a lot of people came to us as well, and they were like, "This is not normal behavior," and you know that, like, if a League of Legends player tells you that someone goes too far with the trash talking, you know they've gone too far with the trash talking.
I mean, even me, I said that it's too far, and you know me. That's something unlikely that I say something is too far, but when I say something is too far, then I suppose you know. But that they played some wonderful League of Legends, some bot focusing tactics, and it's such a shame because their style of play is very aggressive, very dominant. It's just they could not handle, I suppose, the mental side, the professional side of playing League of Legends, semi-professionally, I would say, or a little bit professional. We can add it to like some spices of professionalism, but it's just, I guess, a bit sad.
Too
But
much. It was too much.
players, once they are, once you ignite the flame a little, once you ignite the flame, it's over. You can never bring it back. You can never turn it off, and that's unfortunately what happened with Surgmate Squad. I mean, let me say, for example, Tyler One got banned for I don't know how many years. So I think a treatment like that for Sturgios, not all the members of Team Havoc were that aggressive and everything. Boblinho was
No,
one of
not at all.
the nicer ones, and he interacted with us, and he did help us a lot with the tournaments. They are not necessarily undefeated. They lost a game here and there in best of threes and best of fives, but they never lost a series or a tournament. They've won the 3 previous tournaments we've had, yeah. So they are very good. They're very talented players. It's just the mental is not there, and they need to work on that. And I hope they did. And I honestly hope someday they do come back and they prove to us that they still got it. Especially since nowadays the meta changed so much than 2 years ago. So I want to see how they're gonna work on it and play better, I suppose.
But to be fair, look, I actually I just got a message from not Sturgios, but from Inferno, who just he wrote to the chat, hey, message us and this and that, right? We have confirmation that they are coming into tier 2, which is insane. So basically, for the people that want to join next season and potentially win 250 euros, it will be insane. Tier 2 basically means that the winner will get a guaranteed spot in next season's main event, and they are potentially going to compete. The teams will have to participate by the end of today at 6 p.m. our time. That it won't be streamed, it won't be hosted. You can play whenever, wherever, however you want. Well, not however, it still has to be coordinated by our rules, but it is one of those insane things where just when you think that it's not going to happen and we're not going to see Cirque, and they've and Inferno, this is insane. Inferno didn't say Team Havoc is back. Inferno said Cirque Squad is back.
The OGs.
The OGs are back.
So if you remember, if we have a bit of OGs here that were with us for 2 years now, now we've made a comeback. So Cirque Squad is the original Team Havoc. They changed the team name after joining, I suppose, all the players joined an organization called Team Havoc, and they played semi-professionally, League of Legends, and they were playing with us. But Cirque Squad, some of the members did not follow them to Team Havoc, but now that we have Cirque, if the comeback is true, that Cirque Squad is coming back, that means we're getting the classics. If those of you recall, Bablinho, Sturgios, Inferno, I think Alex was in it as well.
Alex,
if I'm correct.
no, Alex
a lot
was
of
not,
good players.
Alex was not in it. Or he was initially, but then he left to do commentary with us. Alex, if you're still in the chat, we'd love to hear from you in the chat as well. But yeah, you're right. He might have been. You could be correct in that regard.
Yeah. So, but I just hope that there is a comeback, and I honestly hope. I want to see some drama again, but not that much drama. I hope they're reformed, just like Sturgio said 2 years ago that he is reformed, but he wasn't. So hopefully they are reformed now, because now we kind of have a no tolerance policy. So if the same stuff happens again, they're completely out.
No, but like as you said, right, Ahmed? Like, you know, we love
There's a
good,
line.
like trash talk here and there, and we always say this publicly as well. You know, there's no hidden things here. We always say we love a good trash talk. We love people saying I'm better than you, you're not gonna be worth anything, I'm gonna beat you, right? But the second that you go into religion or into race or any sort of form of discrimination, it's where we draw a line, and we have to say, okay, you know what, look, this is where we're going to stop. Ahmed will in the meantime, he is obviously he's still doing his things, so he will be muted from time to time, just to get that out of the way. However, by that respect, we, as we mentioned, Cirque Squad might be back. Team Havoc might be back. I don't know under which name they're going to call it. We'll make sure that he will come back in just a little bit. And as we said, Team Havoc might be back. Cirque Squad might be back. I don't know under which name they would call it, but it will be one insane match to ensure that we have. It will be the comeback of the century. I think. Yep, we have Ahmed back on stream. Comeback of the century, Ahmed.
Yeah,
Not
sorry.
you, Swordmate Squad.
So I don't think that there is a comeback of the century for Serbian squad because they are the winners, of course, of the previous 3 illustrations of the Bay Cup. So
Yeah.
you know, but if they do come back and lose, then they could potentially have a comeback storyline because they're our greatest team. We can say that, right?
Yeah, but not only that. I wouldn't.
So,
Here's the thing. I wouldn't only say that.
That's a situation.
Sorry. There may be a little bit of a lag when we're talking. Alex is in the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
So saying, hey, maybe I'll come with a fresh team. Don't know, maybe I feel cute if I feel cute like that. So Alex might also be coming back, but this time as a player for Baesports. Alex, who used to commentate together with us. But while we're talking about that, obviously we will make a new tier. So tier 2, tier 3, etc., etc. 7 tiers within 7 days. Tier 2 will start today, tier 3 will start tomorrow, etc., etc. You have until next Saturday to join and make sure to be there. The winner will get a guaranteed entry ticket for next season, Ahmed.
Of course, we did increase the prize pools from previously. We became rich boys now. So the prize pool has increased. So if anyone is interested to know, the prize is 250 euros for the top team.
250 euros.
I mean, Team Havoc got 250.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say Team Havoc got 250 euros by winning 3 tournaments, but now you can get it by winning 1 tournament.
They won more actually, by thinking about it, because I remember the 500 euro donation, the first stream that we did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there was a 500 euro donation, and they were like added to the prize pool.
Yeah, correct.
So you are
but I
correct,
don't
you
think
are
that was. I don't think that was because that was a 1v1, and obviously with the record-breaking 7-second elimination by Zorais, which actually that record
No,
got broken
I think
somehow.
it was Alpha.
No,
Yeah,
it
by-
was
by,
first it was by Zorais, and then it got broken again, which was insane, which I never thought would happen.
It was, I
Imagine
think, like
imagine
6
getting
it was before minion
eliminated.
spawn.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine
Before the
getting
minions even
eliminated in the length of a vine. Huh? That's one of those things where, you know.
It was, I think it was like almost half a second less. It's crazy how I kind of want to bring it back, but probably as an in-house tournament because it is very entertaining. So hopefully you can bring some 1v1s back. I don't think we'll be able to stream it this year because our schedule doesn't. We don't have time in the schedule for this year.
Right.
But hopefully next year we can add it back because honestly I see a lot of excitement. Then it's easier to plan out, and we can add more players. So I'd say it's a nice event, you know.
I agree. But let's not look a little bit at the past at the minute. We've got around 40 minutes remaining still before game 1 is on. And we've never had to talk about this much, but luckily for us, League of Legends has a big history in Baesports.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Are you gonna show something or is it?
Yeah, I am going to show something because we are going to talk about the present over here. Oh, that is a big present. I don't know why it keeps doing this, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it fixed just like that for you. 3, 2, 1, boom! Oh wait, boom! There we go. Done. Beautiful. All right. So this is what our group stages look like. We've got Randajar, Los Pocho Locos, Yoclan, Fluffy Dwarfs party in Group 1, Fukanin Askerleri in Group 2, together with Alper Semi Haidin, Nemesis, and one of the biggest ones that I am very excited to talk about, the Universitat Politécnica de Valencia has their esports team coming up on Baesports. a university, one of the biggest universities in all of Spain, is coming to compete in Baesports. They are as well in the competition with Amazon Esports, Amazon University Esports, which is huge, and obviously, you know, they are competing against other teams, such as often like ESIC, CEU San Pablo, all of these big universities from Spain. But the first university that has come to Baesports is the Universidad Politécnica of Valencia. But they are not the only Spanish team. Obviously, we've got two Spanish teams, one in Group 1 and one in Group 2. And let's talk a little bit about Group A. Once again, we've got this issue over here. Let's see, we'll fix it in just a second once again. There we go, we've got a Rendezor versus Los Pocho Locos, Yoclan and Fluffy Dwarfs party in Group A. Rendezor being a Russo-Ukrainian, it's mainly Eastern European team, and this is a huge European a group right over here.
Group. Yeah, I mean, we are playing in Europe West, so you have to expect the majority will be Europeans. I mean, you might find a Middle Eastern team here and there sometimes, because most people here play in Europe West as well, but I don't think you'll find, I guess, Eastern Asia, really. Most of them, I think, play on the Japan server, so our whole, I think, Baesports League of Legends will be based mainly in Europe, so
right.
Mainly because it's the most active server out of all of them.
Correct. I mean, Rendezor, the only one with their own like team logo, obviously, as we can see. The rest are mainly just the nationality of where the team is based on. So
I like the variety. I like the variety that we don't have a like, you know, a team, 10 teams from the same country. You know, I like a little bit of, I suppose, nationalities here and there.
Right. Yeah. No.
That makes any sense.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. There are a lot of nationalities, especially like on this Group A, Group B as well, which we will look at in a minute. But Rendezor going and obviously this is where we are looking into as well, as we are showing as well the next match, which is the main event already in. So the way that it will be done, and this is unfortunately not our this is unfortunate, but it is not our doing. It is a little bit with challenger mode, where we have two matches from Group A and one match of Group B coming in. As we look into the next match, this is Yoclan versus Rendezor. They will be competing today at 4 p.m. CET. Swedish versus Eastern European mix, and I mean, Rendezor does look like a team that is very prepared.
I mean, I would say the thing with the amateur League of Legends, you can't really have different playstyles, right? You gotta have one playstyle that every team plays. So the issue here is that we might see some variety here and there in champion select and stuff like that. Oh, sorry.
No worries, absolutely no worries. Well, Ahmed is. Hold on, I'm gonna have to show this. This is amazing. But Ahmed's face is like. Ahmed can't believe what's happening. We'll give him just a little bit, obviously. It sounded like that soundbite, like the guy snoring soundbite. He will be back soon. He'll message me absolutely when he's back. But game one will be underway in just about 25 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us on the first ever 2023 season of Baesports. We are going off, and we are going off strong, as we said. Ahmed obviously managed as well to say that, you know, with an amateur team like that, it's a little bit difficult to know who is the strong team, who is the weak team. But if you were to ask me, personally, I would go with Universitat Politecnica, considering that it's a university. You know, they are competing in Amazon esports and other competitions, other leagues. So huge thing that, and a huge thing that they are with us on Baesports. Thank you for the follow, Okelbo 5000, and thank you Jonte Moped as well for the follow. We really appreciate that. As we are waiting for Ahmed to make a comeback on this. As we've previously stated, Team Havoc will not play this season, and that will mean that for the first time ever in Baesports history, we will crown a new team as Baesports League of Legends champions. If you want to compete in the main event next season, make sure you go on Challenger mode and look up the Stars of Tomorrow, which is the Tier 2. We will make one every single day for the next 7 days, starting today at 6 p.m. Make sure you register for it. Only 8 teams are allowed per tier, and the best 8 teams will go to get a guaranteed ticket for next season. It will be one of those crazy moments. The reason why I'm constantly looking there, by the way, is because I need to check if Ahmed can send me a message saying that he's back after the loud noise that we've heard in the background. But I am excited for this event. Baesports will have the next match being a Swedish versus Eastern European, Yoklan versus Randajar, coming to Baesports in just a little bit over 30 minutes. Meaning that this will be an event that we cannot wait for. Thank you for all the follows once again, as we have our good friend here once again.
Just to remind you, in 5 minutes it's gonna start again, and it's gonna be for like another, so like 5 minutes. So it's prayer. So
Okay.
if people are wondering what that noise was, you've been here, you heard it. But anyway, as I was saying,
yeah, I mean, sorry, just to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah,
It's interesting going to Dubai and having that, because it never happens here, but it's very nice. I like the culture in the United Arab Emirates. It was a very nice thing to see.
I mean, it's very different than Europe. So I think for you it's kind of like a big change, but for us it's pretty normal. But anyway, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about Yoklan versus Redmer. Of course. Oh, and it's back. Well, I'm gonna talk. I don't know if you guys hear it, but anyway, the game today we're gonna have. It's very difficult to talk like this.
It's alright.
It's very it's hard.
Do you want?
I'll mute myself, and when it ends off.
All right, no worries.
You can hear it's very loud.
Yeah,
so that's why,
we can hear it in the background, but that's okay. It's alright. It happens.
I'll be back. I suppose.
We'll have him back in just a little bit. I think in the meantime he can like chat through Twitch, maybe through the Twitch chat. Keep it going, or through the YouTube chat. Make sure you follow and subscribe on Twitch and on YouTube. Yeah, he wrote yes, let's go. Chat plays, of course. Chat, great stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone. Once again, if you don't know who we are, my name is Sebastian, and I'm here with Ahmed, who is not here right now, as prayer is going on in the background. But we are going into the first game in about 30 minutes from now. Yoklan playing against Randajar. If you want to know more and you want to have a little bit of a background as everything, our challenger mode will be able to guide you through that direction, and our Discord as well. Yoklan Randajar, Swedish versus Eastern European. We are surely going to have an interesting game, and the way that challenger mode works as well, obviously, in the sense of Yoklan will be the blue team or on the blue side. This one, and Randajar will be on the reds, because that is on for challenger mode rules, not on ours. But we have 3 matches. Obviously, one we've talked about with Yoklan versus Randajar, and as we've mentioned before, we have we've said this before. We have two. For whatever reason, we have 2 games of Group A today and 1 game of Group B today, and then we have the opposite going on for tomorrow, which will be 2 Group B matches and 1 Group A match. I for whatever reason I had to think about that for a second. So we will look as well into what the second match will be. The second match will be very interesting, as we have both Turkish. So yeah, Nemesis versus Furkanin Al-Akserleri, for whatever reason, is well, I mean, Nemesis obviously with the pun of Nemo and Nemesis, it makes a lot of sense. And we have both Turkish teams competing today. We have that for our Group B match, and then apart from that, we have as well the other match today, our last match of the day, which will be at 6 p.m. our time, well, 6 p.m. CET, which will be, if we are correct, there we go, we have it, Fluffy Dwarfs Party versus Los Pocholocos, which will be the 3rd game of today. And so we have at least 1 Spanish game versus the other Turkish game, that will be Fluffy Dwarfs Party. They will be competing once again for Group A. 2 very, very strong teams, very, very strong starting teams. So those will be the 3 games that we have in store for today. For the rest, we can look at our challenger mode a little bit, see a little bit what's going on. But I think if I'm not mistaken, I mean the group stage over here kind of speaks for themselves. We have these 4 teams competing against each other, and like I said, if you want to compete for next season, make sure you do join us. Make sure you do join us for on challenger mode, which will be in, well, which, hold on, we'll show you just in a little bit. If you can hold on, but I mean, this is insane. We've got Randajar, Los Pocholocos, Yoklan, Fluffy Dwarfs, Fukanin, Alpersemi, Nemesis, and the Universitat Politécnica de Valencia. Which I am very excited, once again, like I said, because I also know as well a little bit about the Amazon University esports. So it will be huge to see them for the first time in in Baesports. He says, "I'll be cooler, I promise." Thank you, Ahmed. I appreciate that one so much. Thank you. You make me feel very. Sorry, there we go. That's the good screen that we want. And he'll be back in just a minute. Under 25 minutes to go for for the first game to come up. If you do want to join us for next season, make sure that you do join us with one of the biggest, with one of the, well, I wouldn't even say one of the biggest, it is the biggest undercard that we have for Baesports. And it is on our challenger mode. We have called it the Stars of Tomorrow. If you want to join, we have it over here. Stars of Tomorrow, Bay Cup, guaranteed ticket to next season. If you win it, make sure you sign up. Click on this little thing over here to join the tournament. It will start in about 2 hours and 24 minutes, which will be huge. Well, isn't that right, Ahmed?
Oh yeah, of course, of course. Good to be back, I suppose. I don't know. Again, it's probably gonna happen a lot. A lot of people are gonna come in and out of the office, and I have to talk with them and stuff. But anyway, now that I'm back, first thing we could talk about is champion changes. What we saw in the recent patch update. So, what I would highlight a lot is that Ari got a big buff. She got more base health, more armor, and her cooldown reduction on the ult decreased. So that's gonna be very valuable. I honestly believe if these teams studied the patch properly, Ari might be banned along with champions like maybe Aphelios, because he is a bit scary once ahead. Some of the champions that I think won't be picked that much, honestly, I would say is more of the J4 and Udyr. They got hit a bit hard this patch, but we might see someone pick it and pop off on it, here and there. But also a big change is Riven. In that solo lane, in the top lane, that's massive because as far as I can remember, everyone, that's not everyone, but a lot of players play Riven, and their top lane mechanics are insane, especially when you go to Platinum and above. Riven is very deadly now, and I honestly, every time I play against her in this patch, I lose. Even when I'm ahead, I lose. She's just that insanely broken now. So I don't know if she's gonna get picked more frequently in this tournament or be banned, but we're gonna see. Also, I think we're gonna be hit with another patch by next week or the week after. Yeah, it's every, I think, 2-3 weeks. So we might see more changes coming towards us in the Bay Cup. But as for now, Riven, Ari, and Aphelios are my main concern. If they bring, if they pull out like a Veigar or an Orianna mid lane, it is dangerous because they also got hit with buffs, but I wouldn't say it's as scary as any other champion right now. Like you have a lot of way better options in the mid lane, but an ADC getting buffed is very huge. It's very scary. Once an ADC get buffed, I've never seen an ADC that got buffed and he did not pop off. I'm surprised that the pick rate did not increase in the past few days because I haven't been seeing a lot of Aphelios being
Right.
picked, but Riven definitely, and I personally permaban her. She is just dangerous, and I just hope because if I am correct, a lot of the teams that are participating have managers, so they better have studied the patch notes. It's a very important thing that they need to study. Also, there were some changes in the with Thresh, but I don't think a lot of people are very prioritizing on picking the support. You have literally any option with support in this season. You can freaking go Jack support. It doesn't fucking matter. Do whatever you want with it. But Riven, she is scary. She got a new passive, more the AD, and her per level. So it is very. She is a very dangerous champion. So we're gonna see how it's gonna work. But honestly, if she's not banned, I'm gonna question a lot of things. But the most beautiful thing I can say for you guys is I don't think we'll be seeing any Yumis, and I don't think we'll be seeing what is he called? Some Lucian Nami. So as long as these two things don't pop up today, I'll be glad. But Lucian Nami probably it's still, I think, very good, but the I don't think it's optimal now considering they did
Oh,
fix it.
hold on. For whatever reason, we're getting a lot of noise. Give us 1 second as we try to fix everything. Um, give us just under a second. We are trying to fix all our technical difficulties before it starts off. I hope I'm still on the stream, and I hope the stream still works. Yep, according to at least my stream, everything is still fine. Well, we've got some issues, but as Ahmed has stated, we have a lot of different patch notes that teams need to look into. All the teams will obviously not know how they play one and the other. Okay, so somehow there is an echo. I don't know where that echo comes from. We will go just in a second. We'll remove Ahmed from the stream just to make sure that everything is fine. So, give us 1 second over there. We'll bring him back any minute now. There we go. There you are. Sorry about that. So, you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying you gotta study the patch notes. It's very important. You gotta ban Riven. Riven very scary now. I would say honestly, no matter what you pick against her, she would still be optimal. Even if she's behind the new gank or permacamper, she's very dangerous. So I just hope someone at least bans Riven if they study the patch notes. But other than that, I'm just glad that the cat is dead. No more Yumi gameplay. No more sitting and drinking noodles and pressing E here and there. And no more new Tsunami. Well, I hope. Because it is still very good, but it's not optimal. So we're going to see. But other than that, I hope to see some different play styles. I don't want to see some freaking mid lane 5-man stuff that we've seen before. So I hope some play styles change. I hope we see some different skill level. I hope we see a lot of things, but just most importantly, I hope we see some good direction with the champ select and everything else. I suppose are in the hands of the players, but most importantly, champ selections on the manager or the team leader. They get, that you gotta study that. So that I'm just lost right now. I don't know why, but yeah.
It's okay. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that has happened. We've not streamed League of Legends in so long that it's normal to be lost a little bit in this regard. And also, as we're having some technical difficulties once again. My goodness me, is this annoying? I know you guys can probably hear me. I will give it a check. I will give it a listen. Okay, yeah, so listening is still fine. It's just the seeing that has dropped everything. So we've gone at about 12 FPS. Happens. We'll see if we can fix it. See if we can turn it down just a little bit. Let's see if we can talk about the next match in the meantime. Sorry, this is the wrong next match. This is match number 3. Los Pocho Locos versus Fluffy Dwarfs. This is the next match that we are going to see. Yoclan versus Randajor, where we are currently excited for the Swedish team versus the Eastern European team. Let's make sure that Ahmed is back on stream. We have him back on stream. Ahmed?
If you can go on the Discord, then make a team channel while I talk to the people. No matter what.
I did not understand a single word of that, but we'll get back to you on that. Unfortunately, the encoding is a little bit too much right now for OBS. There are a lot of dropped frames. We will try and make sure to fix those before the stream has started. We're going to go out of the stream just for a minute. We'll be right back. See if we can fix. Hold on. We'll see if we can fix it like this even before we start. Before we end the stream. There we go. We don't even need to end the stream. I think we should be good at the minute. See if we can get Ahmed back on stream. Let's see if that is possible without any issues. I hope that that is fine. But as far as I'm seeing, unfortunately, our software says no, not possible, which is a big shame, as our game should be going off any minute now. Well, 15 minutes from now. Hold on. Oh my goodness me. We have a lot of technical difficulties for the first ever League of Legends stream. Let's hope that we fix them by tomorrow. So, Ahmed, welcome back to the stream. I think he doesn't hear me. There we go. Are you there? Can you hear me? You should be able to.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, with a little bit of a lag, but yes, I can.
I can hear you.
Yeah, so there's a massive lag.
So I'm lagging now?
Yeah, it's a massive lag with your audio and your video, but it's okay. See if we can fix it a little bit. So, with that said, let's see if we can invite the members and invite everyone as well, the casters, all of that. Bring it to the big game and stop all the talking, because we've done that for about 50 minutes, Ahmed. Unfortunately, let's see if, as we can see, my computer is not my best friend. Gonna have to take a look at what is happening once again. Unstable Wi-Fi, it says. And okay, so there we go. We do have game 1 almost underway. I think. So we'll make sure that we have everything set up before we end this game. Have to make sure that everything is set up and well. Welcome everybody again once on the stream. All the 18 people that are watching on Twitch, and the so many people that are watching on YouTube. I will look at the numbers right now as well. If we can have those set up, we will look at it just in a little bit. But thank you for all the 80 people that are watching, and the 2 people that are on Twitch, and the 2 people that are watching on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on all of the above. 11 minutes just still of talking. I think this is kind of what ruined everything, and I think we should be okay right now. Yeah, I think this should do better. Ahmed, can you hear me?
Yes, hello?
Okay, perfect. There is still a little bit of a lag, but not as bad as it used to be. So there is that.
I turned everything off.
Yeah, no, I've tried to turn everything off as well, but it's mainly on my end, unfortunately. As even the stream quality is taking a dip just a little bit, but we'll try to fix it as much as we can. In the meantime, we have our game, we have our players over here. They are already going to compete. Ahmed, I mean, are you excited for this game? We have a lot of people right now. A lot of invites you've sent. Dazi Okelnoord in here, Jonte Moped, Super Keban, Dazi. So yeah, we've got all of them over there. Kiosker is as well over there. I don't know if the other team is also there. But
I'm gonna invite them now.
we can get them on the stream as well.
Of course, we're gonna start the drafting a bit before the game starts.
Of course.
So we might start like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. so that way we hop into the game right on time.
Yeah, we might hop into the game a little bit late, but obviously, you know, that is the
Of course,
Baesports way.
Yoklan is on the left.
So Yoklan on the left.
I mean, I am at work, so.
Let's show the stream once again what is happening. Here we have it. Yoklan
Oh,
on
wow.
the left, Randajar on the right. So Randajar with a little bit of a disadvantage, but they do seem to be the more prepared team in that regard. What do you say, Ahmed? Ahmed apparently is not saying much, as he is preparing to get the stream underway. Connection is a little bit unstable ever since that we've opened League of Legends. Takes quite a while. So
Yes, sir. We have all the players ready.
mhm.
Well, I'm just shocked to see one thing though.
Which is
There you have diamonds and golds and platinums. I did not expect a team could have ranks here and like in between as well. I expected them to be all in one rank because you kind of would know everyone's play styles and you'd know your skill level.
right.
But I suppose you know you play whoever you want. You know, it's not up to us. But at the same time, it's just you expect something. You know, you're gonna play with the players at your same level. But
Yeah, we've got only one unranked,
It is what it
but I'm
is.
assuming that that's just because he doesn't really play on the EUS server, I guess, typically. As we said, you know,
can we
EU
use
and E.
draft lol or not?
So these are very good questions. Obviously, last minute questions are going to be prepared to make sure that we have everything set up. In the meantime, we will show you though what the skill level is of these players in just a moment. But it looks insane, Ahmed. We've got a lot of diamonds. We've got a lot of golds, platinums. It will be an interesting match.
That's what I'm saying. It's just the skill level is like up and down, up and down. It's not like one constant skill elo, you could say.
Right.
You know.
I mean,
So
we
this is
did
why
say all of them are
it's
allowed
shocking
to.
for me.
Yeah, I mean, we did say all of them are allowed to, you know, to play.
Yeah, of course,
all
of
skill
course. You
levels,
can play
but,
whoever you want. It doesn't matter. It
right.
doesn't matter, but it's just surprising.
No, I can understand where you're coming from. Yeah. We will show you the thing in just a minute, as we try to fix our last minute issues. So this is what the So, just by this alone, sorry about that for the audio. Just by this alone, I mean, this is what our things look like. Team 1 being the Swedish team, Team 2 being the Eastern Europeans. Just by that alone, what are your thoughts, Ahmed?
I mean, I'm just seeing you have a team with 2 high diamond ranked, and then you have a team, yeah, but 3 diamonds essentially, and then you have a team with 2 diamonds, a platinum, and 2 golds. It's just you see what I mean. It's just I would more likely be persuaded to say that I don't know how to pronounce their team honestly.
Which team? The
Randajar. Yeah,
Randajar,
that
yeah.
I butchered the name anyway. Yes, yes.
Randajar.
Yeah,
And,
I'd
you'd
say they're more like, yeah,
they're more prepared.
they're more likely to win. That's what I would say. Yeah.
I mean, we are, you know, at the end
Alright.
of the day, obviously, League of Legends is
We're
not
gonna head
played.
into the draft.
Hold on, give me 1 second. In the end of the day, League of Legends is not played obviously on paper. So you know, while this is a big thing, it means nothing in the grand scheme of things. We've been surprised before. We can get surprised again. Let's start off with the draft, Ahmed.
Yes, of course we're gonna head into the draft now. The teams are ready. We're waiting for blue side. Of course, blue side is Yoclan, red side is Randajar.
Uh-huh.
So
That
we're
was a
gonna
good-
see
that was a
their
good
draft and
pronunciation of that,
what they're
by
gonna
the way.
prioritize and how they're gonna. What, Randajar?
Yeah, Randazor, yeah. Thank you as well for the follow, Xenokens. Appreciate the
Oh.
follow. Which is what? Are we watching it on
Are
a
we
website?
are we showing the draft now?
Not it's not on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
screen.
yeah. The website, yeah.
We might. Oh, I did not know that we were
Alright.
going to go on a website, but we'll. Let's do it. Let's do it later. Let's do it later. Let's get surprised on the main stage. See what
Okay.
what it will be. They will. You might also just want to click away just so that we are all surprised. 3 minutes left for the drafts to be on public. By the fact that you've already said ooh, I'm already very interested. So just do the same bands here. Yeah, that'd be a good thing. But yeah.
Yeah, just so people know as well. But no, I'm because so far they are only banning champions. I'm not gonna talk about anything or mention anything. So
You be
I can
quiet.
talk about it when they show us on screen. Yeah, I'll be quiet. But
Right.
you know, like I said before, you know, there's a few champions that got buffed here and there in this
And
patch. So are they gonna prioritize it? Are they not gonna think about it? Are they just gonna go for their options that they're used to? You know, we're gonna be able to see it in a few minutes because
right.
you know, I would say personally, what lane would you focus? You know, like what's your most optimal lane, win condition lane? And for me, always is gonna be mid jungle duo. That's the best way you can play League of Legends. Because the bot lane, you know, it's a coin flip. Top lane, it's an island on its own. You know, they don't really impact the map that much. But the jungle mid, they do so much. So the mid jungle
Right.
duo have to be very good picks, and they have to be roaming picks. You can't just be a mid laner that sits in mid lane and just ignores every other lane, because you can't win a tournament by playing that strategy. You might win games here and there, you know, by making sure that you get fed and
Oh, sorry. We have once again some
full
technical
game.
difficulties. There we go. So it is interesting. Every single time that that challenger
So
mode
there's no
is open,
nothing.
it just
I,
it gets a huge issue. But yeah.
turn it off. Turn it off. We don't need
I
challenger
can't.
mode.
I can't at the
No.
moment. I do need challenger mode, unfortunately. But yeah. Anyway, sorry.
That's a shame. But yeah, all right, they're close to ending the draft. I'll talk about it in a minute. But I genuinely, I'm excited to see a comeback for League of Legends in Baesports. I'm excited to see a tournament coming back, a League of Legends tournament coming back for esports, and hopefully this creates, I suppose, how do you say it? More tournaments in the future, better tournaments. You know, because I would say this tournament has so far, it hasn't been the best one so far. It might be the best
We've not even
game
had
wise, you
one.
know, but so far
We've not even had a match. Relax.
I'm talking about, bro, 50 technical difficulties. We need better internet, both Spain and here.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
You know, we need to reach the point where we can afford.
I
We
know,
need to
but
reach the point where we can buy the whole internet for the from the country.
yeah. Fair enough.
We gotta get there. We gotta get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We can do it. I believe in us.
Yeah. Of course, again, we can say that Yoklan is on blue side, Randajar is on red side.
We have that.
Very blue side, red side.
It,
You know,
it
you
does
can't
play.
play every champion. You can play any
It
champion.
does play a single role, obviously, as we are getting into the game more or less. So there we go. I've closed challenger mode. If League of Legends opens and my computer crashes, you know what happened. It's been nice knowing
Blame
you.
Riot. Blame Riot.
No, we never blame Riot.
His house will be on fire.
Probably.
We can say it. Yeah,
Can
probably.
I sue?
Great PC
Not
mechanics.
that I would, but just saying. In theory.
I mean, I think you can sue the computer company if you bought it. If you custom made it, then probably no, because you custom made it. That's on
Nope,
you, homie.
did not custom made it. Did not custom make anything.
All right, then you know.
I agree. But
We still need a minute to hop onto Champ Select, but of course it is tournament draft, so we're gonna see the bands here in a minute. But yet again, you know, we haven't seen them play. We don't know their skill level. Hopefully they surprise us. We saw a team with 2 diamonds, 2 golds, and a platinum. That you can go far in the tournament. I think you can reach the semifinal, but I don't think you can win with that kind of team. Maybe they would
Right.
surprise me because, to be fair, a lot of gold players, what they lack is map awareness and the macro skills, but they are very, very good in the lane, and they're very good with the champions that they know how to play. But other than that, you know, winning League of Legends games needs you to play the map, and if you don't play the map, you know.
right.
And also, I'm curious if they're going to be picking any roaming supports because we gotta mention, for example, Pike. Who else? You know, freaking just Nautilus count as a roaming support. You know, any roaming support.
As we go into the first game, and this is why we have a lot of issues. Let's make sure that we are going into the game. So hold on, give us a second. We are going. You might hear a lot of stuff. Gonna be showing the game. So this is what it looks like at the minute. There you go. You've got your band. Hold on. There we go. We do have a lot of technical issues. I hope you can still hear us
One
from this
second.
regard. Here you go. We have it all set up over here. Here are your groups. Ladies and gentlemen, Fiora being banned as well.
Think what I could offer. Learn from your mistakes.
Dazi picking his champion right now being Samira, Kiosker as
Alright,
well having to pick.
All right.
Level of worry, and this is
You can hear me?
where we are. I can.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. So first thing I would say, they focused banning the Aurelia early. That's what I saw. And the Riven. The Riven was banned. I was talking about the Riven. Riven is very deadly. She got a ban incoming. Interesting thing though, we saw a Kaisa ban. I did not expect there to be a Kaisa ban, especially they I suppose tried to focus more on CC, which is why they have a Mumu Kled Thresh, you know, very, very high CC output from team. I forgot what they're called. I forgot their name. Yo Clan, right?
Clan, yeah.
Very so much CC that if if you're playing against yeah if you're playing against a Kaisa, right? Kaisa won't be that much of a threat. Meanwhile, on the other side, they ban Nar, Cassiopeia, and you have J4 banned, which is surprising because J4 did get a nerf. Of course, it's the timer is there. We're gonna hop to the game in 3 minutes. Uh, League spectator mode. You know, it's not on us. Plus, it's good because that way us streaming won't impact the game in any way.
Of
So,
course.
but again, interesting pick. We see Aurelion Sol in the mid lane. Of course, Aurelion Sol did get a rework recently, and he is booming. He is out there cruising down the street in his 6-4. He is dangerous in the mid lane. He is very
Right.
strong. His stacking potential is scary. You know, especially if you have so much, I guess, how do you say it? So much in your bag, I guess, so much in the team that can increase his value. You know, provide a lot for him, and so he can get a better service and a stack and do better for the team, serve the team better later in the game. Of course, we see on the other side, we see a Silas pick. Honestly, I love the Silas pick here. You have so many ults you could take here as Amumu. Amumu is such a big ult, such a team fight changing ult. You know, the other ults are not that great. You know, you pick up a Samira ult, it's not that great. Thresh ult, but I would say he picked Silas mainly after seeing that Amumu, which I won't be shocked because it's one of the best picks against Amumu. You just take his ult, he's like, I ulted you, and he's like, call an ambulance, but not for me because I have your ult too. That's why I love Silas. The Jax pick is kind of questionable. I don't know if they picked that as a blind option because you are into a Kled. So if he picked Jax to counter Kled, that's very sus, I would say. The bot lane duo, Samira Thresh versus Varus and Renata. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You have such a high damage combo out there with Samira and Thresh, but then if you put against it a Varus, which is I hope essentially he's going lethality. You know, you gotta play lethality Varus, but Samira is such a good counter to Varus, and Renata kind of I suppose will give you potential to not die that quickly. She would give you a lot of sustain and a lot of survivability. But she is not as optimal as Thresh in this situation. Thresh could land one hook. Varus probably has to have cleanse. If he doesn't have cleanse, it's very dangerous. Look at the enemy team. Look at Yoclan. So much CC, so much uh, freaking damage, especially with the stacking option with their Aurelion Soul. So even if they lose the early game, they have Aurelion Soul to take them all the way to the late game. He can 1v9. That champion is insane. But it's just there is potential for Yoclan to win. Big potential. They need to play it right. And honestly, Amumu will have to focus the mid lane, enable that Aurelion Soul. You're good to go. If you focus on the bot lane, it's still good, but not as great as focusing the mid lane. Prioritizing the dragon in the mid lane.
We are off. Just to let everybody know, there will
On the
be
side
some
of
complications.
right,
Just to let you know. Hold on, Ahmed. I know that you're probably talking from a little bit of a lag and stuff like that. We are off into game number 1. On our screen, at least, we will make sure that we have everything set up as we continue into the first ever game in the 2023 League of Legends. Um, where we will wait. Give us 1 second. Bum. It's not captured. All right. There may be some technical difficulties in this regard, but again into the bands and all the other things. Let's have a look. We need to go as well through our beacon as well. Make sure that that is set to game, and then now we are finally ready. We do have some technical difficulties as is expected, but we've gotten there finally. Ahmed, I don't know if you can still hear me, but here we go. Nevertheless, Vice is not connected. Unfortunately, Ahmed has been disconnected, which is funny. Didn't think that. Man, I'm gonna have to go on.
Minions have spawned.
I'm gonna have to go on the other stream. So yeah. My goodness me. This is killing me. But we'll do just fine, I'm sure. Ahmed is in here.
Hello.
Hi there. There we go. We're finally on a game. Talk to us about it.
Are you just starting?
No, I'm 1 minute and 50 seconds in.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yes.
You're 1 minute and 50 seconds in. Okay. Alright, alright. So there's a bit of delay. You're like hearing what I said 3 seconds earlier.
Correct.
I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. My internet is fine. I think it's on you.
Probably, considering that I need to upload, download, save and everything. But regardless, we are going off to minutes. There is already a lot of action going through Okkel Nord, looking for a way to take full advantage over there, as we see this orders. Okkel Nord trying to make as much as he can, but not if Iril has something to say about it. Ahmed, talk to us, please.
Yeah. I don't know what time frame on that. I don't know.
3:10, 3:11, 3:12, 3:13. It is constantly getting worse and worse. Unfortunately, we
Look,
will have this issue
okay.
fixed for next stream. As you see, oh my goodness me, that's a big attack.
Can I share
but
my screen
just
with you?
Not enough. Just not enough. As you see here, Okkel Nord trying to go for full advantage. We could try that actually, yeah, if you want.
Alright, let's do that.
Would also not break my computer, I think. But we have here Irelulu going for, well, no, sorry, excuse me, I don't
You
know
turn
if he's
league
going
off.
for an attack
We go here.
or for defense, as we go into the game on a different screen. Give us 1 second, we will go to this stream over here. We have some technical difficulties. We do apologize for those technical difficulties. We are going to make sure that they are resolved as soon as we possibly can. Unfortunately, this stuff happens. We did not know that the computer would react this badly. We knew that the computer would react badly, but never in a million years think that it would react this badly. As please, Ahmed, if you could show us the League of Legends game as well with the audio, it would be highly appreciated. We are in over here.
Hello.
Hi there. We do not hear any audio, unfortunately, though.
Oh my god, you're not lagging. You're not lagging.
Yeah, but we don't hear any audio.
You don't hear any audio?
No, and we are lagging, apparently.
Wait, let me redo it.
No, hold on. It works. It works.
I'll share my.
It works.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, should I start talking now?
Please do. Okay, so as you can
All
see, the
right,
issue
great,
is not
great.
really
First thing
on my
we
end,
saw is the kill in the top lane. Big.
but there is a
What?
huge
It's
lag
me.
to yeah
I'm the
yeah
issue.
yeah with the internet. Yes.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to do in this
It's okay.
situation.
Continue, continue.
You know what? You know what? Is it working fine now?
Not really, but we'll keep trying. So for whatever reason, we've never had this big of an issue. Um, we are looking for a solution in the meantime. This is not up to our standards or up to anyone's standards. Um, and I can talk for both Ahmed and I, saying that we are both very frustrated with this. We see though a big attack on the bottom, and that is going immediately.
A double kill for the Varus. Very shocking since Samira and Thresh landed a nice hook, getting that Renata onto the turret, but still it wasn't efficient enough, and Jax decides to finish the job in top lane and not let Kled live with that much HP left. He decided to just end his life and he was like, "Ah, I'm not having it. Even though he counters me, I'm still good to go." But we see a big difference in skill level already, 4 to 0 right now in the kill, and already about 3k gold lead for Team Ranjasar. What? So notifications on the right side are hiding
No,
the
no, but
minimap. They are?
we fixed it, we fixed it,
No,
we fixed it. Don't worry, it's all good.
okay, okay. You could. All right. But anyway, I hope now I'm in sync with the game and what I'm saying is correct. I hope so. But anyway, we can see a lot of, I suppose. You know what? I'll pull up the items as well. Sorry, my guy. My bad. My bad. Let me do that.
Also, might want to remove.
We.
Also, want to put on the timers and all that stuff. The objective timers and get rid of the yeah. Get rid of the time controls. There we
Yes, you
go.
are correct, sir. There we go. I haven't done this in so long. But we already see Jackson in the top lane with a big lead, but he is losing in CS. Thresh with another beautiful hook. Would this be fine? Would this be a kill? Renata Glass W does come early, but it's still good enough, and they get another kill in the bot lane. The big skill difference plays a big part in showing us that skill does matter in this situation. You have golds in your team, well, we have diamonds. I don't give two flying fucks if you have golds in your team. I am better. But also in the top lane, it's just Kled is a counter. Kled, when you see a Jax, you pick Kled.
Right.
But anyway, we also see a cleanse coming in from the Varus, a very, very important summoner needed, especially against that much CC in the enemy team. But honestly, so far, it's one-sided. You have a 3k gold lead for one side, especially on red side. You know, blue side has a higher win percentage in games, but you're winning on red side. That just shows how dominant you are, especially in the early. But the only problem is there's so much AP on the side of Ragnar. So you have one AD champion and one hybrid basically. So we will see if uh, they would be able to. I forgot the team name again.
Yo,
All
clan.
right, the Oak Clan will be able to actually play against that and try to capitalize on building some magic resist, especially since they have the tanky option. Meanwhile, Team Reznor doesn't really have that tanky option. Jax is, I would say, the most tanky option that they have. Meanwhile, the Maokai is just going full AP. But Jax is chasing here, and that's not very good. And yet, boom, he's dead. But the dragon is back in the top lane. Is he going to be able to get something out of this? No, it's still a 1-for-0 trade. Amumu's there as well. Nice big ult on the three guys, but it's not good enough. And that's another 3 kills for Team Reznor. It's just unfair at this point. It's bullying. It's bullying. Don't do it. Maokai was there at the right time. Amumu was there at the right time. But Kled chasing was not the right choice for him. he doesn't have the bush warded, so he has to suspect something at least or play it safe because you don't know for definitely that the jungler is there or he might not be there. So going based on just, I suppose, instinct, it's not the great choice. A lot of gold players do that, and it's depressing when you see your top laner chasing the other top laner under turret, and he's like, I can kill him. I have 2 HP, but he has at least 35 HP. I got this. If he looks in my direction, I die, but I got this. Anyway, we see a
Right.
bit of domination in all lanes. Yes, sir.
No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I'm just listening to what you're saying. So that's why.
All right. We see a total domination in all lanes. We see a big 350 shutdown, a juicy 350 shutdown on the Varus that they're going to try to capitalize on. But oh, the Aurelian Soul missed his jump and he wasn't able to pass that wall. That big wall was literally the wall like that's stopping him from everything. But Silas is doing a great job here. He's one-shotting the dragon. If he landed that ultimate, it was done. Amumu's in the bot lane. Varus with the cleanse coming in. He does land the ult on Samira. Will he be able to live? If Samira can, one more auto could get this S rank. She does get the S rank, but she still goes down. Maokai finishing the kill. He is AP after all, so he does hurt a bit. Thresh with another hook. I'm genuinely surprised that Thresh and Samira are not dominating this lane, especially against the Varus. But anyway, that's another kill picked up by the Sylas. 4-kill Sylas.
This
It's just
is
insane.
very one-sided, this game, and it shows already
It's very
from
one-sided.
from the start. 6k
At
difference in
TP.
gold.
Wait. Hold up. What? TP being used up. Aurelian Soul is here, misses the ultimate. Jax can just dodge all the damage and by pressing E. Kled does not do any damage to him. Meanwhile, the dragon does hurt a bit. Kled again diving. He might die here. He lives with just a bit of HP. It's just scary how much this Jax is surviving. He's so good to go for another QE combo, but he decides he's gonna go back. He does have the TP on him, so he'll be able to just come back and nothing is gone. He loses one plating, but it's not a big loss. It's just scary. Look at him. He's gonna jump now. That's a free double kill. Honestly, he can just W the dragon and he's good to go. But wait, no. What?
Wow!
What?
Wow!
What? Aurelian
Incredible
Soul
stuff.
damage with a blasting wand was able to burst the Jax so easily. Even though Jax does have a full item completed, he does have that Divine Sunderer on lock. He hurts a lot, but the Aurelian Soul with just a blasting wand was able to do the job. I did not expect that. I did mention that the dragon is very strong now. He is very scary, and you gotta play on that around the mid lane. Amumu has to play around the mid lane to make sure that they have a win condition, but I did not expect him to burst down the Jax that simply. But Kled picked up his first item, Ravenous Hydra. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we do see Everfrost being an option for Sylas. I did not expect that. I expected another Rod of Ages, but I suppose he prefers the Everfrost. Oh, Amumu, nice Q landed. They can kill Varus here. The W, Renata W is on him. It is a bit early, but it's still good enough. But it's not going to do the job just yet. Kled with a bit of damage and Amumu with a lot of CC and also having, I forgot what it's called, sorry, the Demonic Embrace doing so much work with that W. So it's just, they're kind of pulling it back right now slowly. They're finding their picks. Ragnar hasn't been able to land some punches in the past few minutes. And in the top lane, Kled is thinking of a dive here probably. He does have the damage. He has his ult unlocked as well. It's not on cooldown. Oh, they might pick out Jax again. Aurelian Soul, look at the burst. That's so much damage. Jax might pick up a kill here, but no. Samira survives it and Thresh picks up the kill. That's going to be very, very depressing for team. Can you say the team again?
Yo clan.
Yeah, sorry, I might have to pause here. I'm just going to go mute 1 second.
Oh. Oh my goodness me. He is on mute. You could have just told me. I would have muted you, but anyway, we are looking here in a battle, a two-way, three-way battle, going all the way down. And is that going to? It's a double kill. Could it be a triple kill? At the minute, not yet. as we see some problems with on stream, but they are. Are they going to be able to get an easy kill on this one? It seems like they might, and it looks like they are just dominating this field. Within 15 minutes already in, and they've quadrupled in kills. They've almost gotten they've gotten more than 7k in gold differential, and we are halfway of what an early stage would look like. It is one of the most insane, one of the craziest games we've seen so far in League of Legends on Baesports. As we continue going there, and Okkel Nord trying to stay in a defensive position as he realizes he can get screwed completely over in a 3-0. Sorry, being one manned over here, but he's got his team just by his side, just when they need him. But will it be enough? Yes, it will. It looks like it. They got shut down. But will it be too little, too late? That is what we are looking at. They got shut down again. As they are also reducing their stuff in gold, but it won't be enough. It seems like they might make the comeback, and ladies and gentlemen, I will eat my shoe if they are going to win this, because it is the comeback of the century. It will be the comeback of the century after this, as we see Pebble of Worry and ADC going back, trying to get the kill. And Ahmed has moved his cursor, so we do not know what is happening. Ahmed, please, you've moved. No! You've moved your cursor, bro, buddy. Shit. Yeah, he's noticed. He's noticed. It's all good. It's all good. But to no avail. It is in the end still Randajar that has slain the dragon. And we are looking. Kiosker, no, nothing there. Pebble of Worry going down together with ADC. Unfortunately, we can't really make out what it says in the text, but we are going to look at. We'll make sure that all the difficulties will be fixed and that we have a better stream next match or tomorrow, as it seems to be very choppy right now. But nevertheless, we are looking over here. Jonte Mobit getting frozen. Can he make something out of it? Can he just escape? He does have Super Keban by his side. And can he get something back from this? They are trying to get back on territory. But could it be too little too late? And next time, Ahmed, I know you can hear me, but next time just tell me, I'll remove you from the stream. Will be easier for both of us than you just having to mute your mic. But we are following Jonte Moped. See if he can do something over here. It looks like they are going through the middle lane. He says, I'm gonna come back now, so I'll switch. Don't know what that means, but sure. Oh, like that. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So yeah, we are gonna come back. Hold on, there he is. Should be over here. Ahmed, come back whenever you want. There we are.
Yes. Hello.
All right.
I'm gonna turn it back a little bit.
Next time, just let us know.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Just continue.
Just sorry.
Just continue.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Let me.
We're a bit
I'm
further
sorry.
than that, but let's look at this.
Yeah, just two people showed up suddenly. That happens randomly. When two people show up suddenly.
It
You
does,
know all
okay,
about
but
that, yeah?
uh, yeah, look at this though. Look at this.
So,
He
okay, I'm gonna talk about it now. Okay, I got this. All right, we see. I mean, I missed a lot, but we do see a little bit of a comeback coming in for team top. I forgot the name again.
Randajar for the Eastern Europeans, they have taken Baron Nashor with them.
They have
With that
Baron. They have a big of an
9k
advantage.
of gold difference is on the well almost 9k of 9k difference in gold. As we have the scoreboard finally here with us once again. Um,
Of course. Oh, very shocking build that I'm seeing from Maokai. We see the Radiant Virtue coming in for him, which is a very, very good item. You don't have that much. That was satisfying, by the way, if you heard that. Uh,
yeah,
I
I did.
knocked my finger. Yeah. So we see a very, very good item. I would say literally the best tank item right now, along with the. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, uh, one of the best tank items right now. It adds so much sustain once you ult, and it enables your team to just keep going for that a little bit longer. That wins you the fight. It's one of the best items ever. One of the most broken items ever. But if you have it, it's basically like you took the best. How do I say this legally? If you know what I mean. All right. Anyway, but it enables him so much, and even allows him to become a little bit of a front line. So we can see him ult. He might ult here just to allow a bit more sustain. He does ult here. The ult. Oh, Renata ult lands on 5 people. Maokai might survive this. He does not. He eventually goes down. But the rest of the team is here to pick off the other team one by one. Varus with so much damage. That on hit Varus is doing so much work with the Sylas. Damn, that's a lot of damage. But that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Maokai
All of them
setup
dead,
for the Renata ult.
and it looks like this
Renata
might be the
ult.
end. This looks like this might be the end already, an early end. Only 22 minutes into the game, and it looks like we're getting all the turrets destroyed, and Ace over there as well. And this seems like the
I
start
mean, this
of
might
the
be the
end.
end. Samira is back. Thresh is gonna be back in a
It
few
is a
seconds.
little bit too late, too little too late it seems. Like
Oh, Silas
Rendajar.
does land his E. The dragon
Oh,
is back.
never mind, I've spoken a bit too soon. It tends to happen all the time, but I mean, just
Yes,
look at this.
Fled
This is
TP'd in the back
insane.
line. You can hear me, right?
I can, yes.
Hello.
I,
All right. Is it a bit delayed?
yes, very. Um,
All right. You take it over then. I thought I was in delayed.
no, but as we can see over here, I mean, they just look unstoppable over here. They're really playing as a team. And like we said, I just thought this was the beginning of the end, but it's a little bit, well, now it seems like this could be the complete end, as it is completely done 1v5 for the final. And it is over. Rendajar takes it, and it is the first W. The first win over here goes to Rendajar. The Eastern European team makes it. Please don't do that just yet. Over here,
Yeah, yeah.
Rendajar takes it. After a lot of difficulties, we've gone there. I think what we'll do next time is I'll get to the streaming as well.
Should I come back?
But what do you mean come back?
No, should I come back to StreamYard?
Yeah. Do please do.
The screen, my
Um,
screen. All right.
Yeah, it's a huge lag, by the way, just to let you know.
I can't do anything about it. I'm connected to my phone and I have data on, and that's all I have. Honestly, there's no internet here, That's the only internet I have. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry
mean,
about that.
it's alright,
I
but it's
thought I
the
thought it would work fine.
yeah. Let's try. What if you don't stream? Maybe that might actually make it better. Um, we'll see if we can
All right,
work out.
if you share your screen, that might be
Yeah,
better. Yeah.
I think we'll do that.
I'll close league completely. By the way,
Okay, I think
I'll
that works
close league
fine.
completely.
But
So
the first game, what did we think? You've you've missed a bit, but it looked very one-sided. Obviously, the group
yeah,
stages will be a best of one, but Randajar, what a game!
total domination. Honestly, every lane was winning their matchup. The jungle presence for team
Randa, Yo
Yoklan
Clan or
wasn't
Randajar?
alive until later.
Mm.
Amumu finally, when Amumu, we Yoklan, we finally saw Amumu show up in the top lane later on when he got his ult. But before that, he was asleep. He wasn't awake in the map. And as I said before the game, you need to enable that dragon. You need to enable Aurelion Sol. Without a little bit of a lead or some gold in his pocket, he won't be able to do much. But even without the ganks, constant ganks, he was able to do a lot of work in the mid lane. You know, he roamed top, he got a kill off the Jax, and then he tried to go bot, but he got stopped by the wall, which is unfortunate. It was
Mm.
a very good flank, I would say. He would have been able to get at least another kill or two. But honestly, total domination. And I told you, the rank plays a big part. You gotta think of the rank. We have a team with full diamonds against a team with 2 diamonds, 2 golds, and 1 platinum. So the rank plays a big part in this. But matchup wise, right? Uh, Matchup wise, I would say the favor was honestly in Team Yoklan. The matchups also on the papers, Yoklan had the better champions to play. You know, they had the Thresh Samira combo in the bot lane.
Mm.
Literally finished the job. We've seen Thresh
Oh.
land a few hooks here and there, and he did a good job. But still, it wasn't optimal.
Mm.
Just give me a second.
Yep. As we are going into as well second game, I'm reading the Twitch chat. I'm reading what the people are saying. Obviously, um, while I think I got invited into a custom game, but I am reading the Twitch chat. Just to give us 1 second. I'm reading. We're saying it says here. It will be necessary to solve this problem during the break, maybe. Yeah, I agree. We are trying to solve it as much as we can. Thank you as well, Boytang, for following. Congratulations to the well, to the Eastern European team for making it look this easy. Starting off, hopefully, all the games won't be that dominating, but what a game it was indeed. Dominating top, mid, everywhere where you can pretty much dominate, they've dominated the entire game, and you can really see that they've played as a team. 46 says it will be necessary, and Bjorn Kit, for whatever reason, it doesn't show on my phone the rest of the chat, so I'm gonna have to take a look at what the rest of the chat says. But let's see if it shows a little bit. But it was an entertaining match. Nevertheless, we are going into game number 2, the first match of Group B, which will be Nemesis versus Furkanin Askerleri, which will be done by 5 p.m. today. Nemesis versus Furkanin Askerleri. It will be one of the games as well. The first Turkish team that will come to League of Legends, the new era, the new Bay Cup. As we fix our technical difficulties. This first match was very impressive, says Bjorn Kid. I couldn't agree more with what is being said over here. It was very impressive on one end, but we saw also the difference in chemistry from both sides, and it does show what difference as well the different type of ranks that they do play a role in here, and it's been very impressive. Unfortunately, quite one-sided. Unfortunately, even more than that, quite fast. But congratulations, nevertheless, to the Eastern European team for making it through to the first ever W. Well, to the first W of the 2023 season. As we continue, Ahmed in the meantime still having some issues over there. It seems like. While we are going to wait for game number 2, which is 20 minutes away, we can have a look and we can see if Ahmed can give out the link for pre or post game interviews from the teams and from the players. If that is to your interest, obviously not needed, but it would be interesting nevertheless to know what the players are thinking going into the next round, going into the next game. As well, as we are going to wait for just another 18 minutes for game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so, please make sure you click on that follow button on Twitch, or please make sure you click on that subscribe button on YouTube. Would do a lot of help. I'm very excited to see as well, like we said, I've heard a lot from Nemesis. They seem once again a little bit in the same era of the team that we've just seen of Rendajor. Had to cheat a little bit of Rendajor that we've seen today, where they do really seem to have a lot more chemistry than the Turkish field. So, with that being said, it may look a little bit as that game 2. I feel like we're gonna have to have the same expectations, especially with the blue, with Nemesis being on the blue side this time. Therefore, also having a little bit of the advantage as we look what will happen. But game 1, very impressive. As we continue over and make sure that we don't have any technical difficulties, which we are working on still constantly. We apologize for everything. If it's not by today, it definitely will be by tomorrow. It will definitely be fixed by tomorrow, because this is not even up to our standards for whatever reason. This who do you want to see for the interview? Anyone that is really welcome. I'm sure that Ahmed and I have a lot of questions for each player individually, but we will have to wait for that. Ahmed trying to give away. I think Ahmed is trying to give away the. If I'm not mistaken, Ahmed is giving away the things right now. So. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what your predictions are for the next match. 16 minutes only away. Here is Group B, which is our next match up. Nemesis versus Furkanin Askerleri. My goodness me, that's a long name. If they come for the pre-game or post-game interview, I really know what it means. Because I know that my Western butt can't pronounce it correctly, even if my life depended on it. Can two people? Of course. 46. 2 people can join. Just make sure that you put the username and then below that just which team you belong to in the role section. Ahmed looking like he's about to die on the camera. He is back on stream. Ahmed,
Hello.
welcome.
Is it working better now? I hope.
I guess.
I hope.
I guess.
Hello.
Yeah. No.
Uh,
No problem.
any- All right. So I was gonna talk about the game. I was gonna say total domination from 3 lanes. You got to see the Silas pick. You got to see the Virus come in with the Renata combo. You don't expect it to win against the Thresh plus Samira combo. We saw Samira almost get a few kills here and there, but she wasn't able to finish the job, and it was very, very, let's say, saddening. It was very sad. Sad emoji face enabled. But anyway, but we saw them get a few shutdowns, and I thought there was like some hope for them to come back, but they weren't able to. They
Sorry. My bad. Sorry to interrupt, Ahmed, very quickly. Just to say to 46, yes, it is possible to connect without a camera. That is absolutely no problem whatsoever. Feel free to join whenever you like. Excuse me, Ahmed.
Yeah. Also, a second thing that we noticed is we saw Varus going the on-hit option, which is not the best option right now for Varus, because we've seen from pro play as an example, on-hit Varus is it's kind of questionable. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. So it depends on your team. And honestly, they played it well with the Renata. The Renata Ws did come in a bit early every time, but they were effective at least. We saw it's not that the Yokland lacked of damage. They did have a lot of damage, especially with that Aurelian. He did so much, he burst so much, and he only had a rod of ages when I saw it. But it's just they weren't able to work together efficiently,
Okay, so we've
right?
got
They weren't
80.
able to just, I suppose.
Sorry. It's the lag as well a
Yes.
little bit. I apologize on that regard. We've got ADC though with us on the chat. ADC, nice to see you, and we've got Irei Uwu on here as well. I think one is going to interpret for the other. Welcome to both of you on here. Nice to see you all. So, Ahmed, obviously with a lot of questions. ADC coming as well, both of them obviously coming from the
Yeah.
from the Eastern European part, the winners of Game 1.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. My first question is, hi, how are you? My first question is, why did you decide to go on hit Varus and not lethality?
Okay. Wait a minute, please.
Did they hear me or? I don't know.
I heard you, but just repeat the question. It's fine.
Yeah, why did you decide to go on hit Varus? Because we've seen from pro play, lethality is what people usually tend to go to. So, what made you decide that on hit Varus would work in this situation? Well, did you see a champion that you thought, hey, on hit would work on that? I mean, I understand
Let him
if you saw
interpret. Let him interpret just for a second.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, he's an
Because
interpreter.
we
Yeah.
have one that can't. Oh. Alright.
Wait a minute. He has a problem with microphone on website. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Well, I'm gonna ask the question when he's back, but yet again, we saw total domination. We saw one side. I think teams should be scared. Especially the problem is that it's not that they, played bad or anything. It's just they played in matchups that are a disadvantage for them, and they still won.
Okay, you can just ask questions and I'm going to answer.
Okay.
Right now I'm with my team on Discord and I'm going to tell him.
Okay.
Yeah.
My first question is, why did you decide to go on hit Varus and not lethality Varus? I'm so confused.
no, it's so basically
Okay,
he's telling his
because
team
enemy team
on Discord.
has 2 tanks and because enemy teams has 2 tanks and he think about Lethality Varus are going to be a bet in this matchup. and because of this, he's going to one-hit Varus.
Yeah, so okay, good answer, good answer. Another question. Did you decide the Varus Renata combo based on what you saw them pick? So you saw Samira Thresh. Did you go Renata to, I guess, counter that? Or was it more of a, you planned this before?
He's translating. So give it just a second.
Yeah, I know. It's I'm not saying anything. I understood from the first question that he's
Okay.
interpreting.
You can interpret with your mic on, by the way. It's completely fine. If anything, it sounds kind of cool.
Okay, so to be honest, we picked Renata because we are seeing Amumu, and we think that Amumu are going to support, not jungle. And we pick Renata
Oh.
versus Amumu. So this is just
Yeah.
a realism.
Yeah, okay. Because I thought you picked Thresh for I thought you picked Renata for Thresh, so I was a bit confused because Thresh is very strong against Renata. So
Yeah.
I was like, why would you pick Renata into Thresh? So I was a bit confused, but okay, I understand now. All right. Last question: did you expect it to be that much of a one-sided affair? Did you think you would win by that much? You can ask some questions if you want, so it's all right.
No, to be fair, you actually kind of just asked my question. So this was the only question that I had. You stole it from me, bastard.
I mean, this is gonna be the last question because we're gonna talk about game 2 and we're gonna hop into
course.
it soon. Yeah, but I want to see what they thought about the game and
Okay, so we are just confident in ourselves, and we realized that they had just counterpicked themselves because they just picked Aurelian Soul versus Silas. They just picked Samira versus Varus Renata, and this is just all reasons fight.
yeah, you got to win every fight and you showed your skills and honestly, your team is scary.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
would be scared. I would be scared. But yeah, that's all the questions from me. If
The
you have any
last
questions,
question that I have is obviously you do have. I mean, we have the group stages obviously here. The group A. Which you will have against Los Locos and Fluffy Dwarfs Party. I don't know. Have you guys looked into their OPGGs? Are you guys kind of worried, or are you guys already making strategies on the upcoming games?
so he's asking.
To be
Alright,
honest,
so
no.
yes.
Oh, no.
No?
Right now, we are going to make it just some later. Right now, we are going to take a break after game.
Okay, fair enough. A well-deserved break. I mean, it looks like YoClan might have a huge problem with their confidence after this one. But thank you again for Angry Boy as well for following. Thank you Irel and thank you ADC for joining us. Any comments you guys like to make after this game? Feel more than free.
Just good luck and have fun to the next game for your clan.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye bye. I just want to say something that YoClan, look, honestly, I see potential. I think they can actually win a game or two and advance to the semifinal. It's possible. The one thing that they need to work on is communication, because if we saw there were a few slip ups, that lost them the game in the early laning phase. Especially if you saw, if I remember correctly, Kled in the top lane just died like that. He went under turret and died. It was a bit misplay. And then we have in the bot lane some Thresh landing nice hooks. Honestly, the cleanse always came out perfectly as well. Of course, Varus played wonderfully, but it's just a bit of communication, a bit of, I suppose, finding that those few champions that how to capitalize on and win laning phase. You're good to go. And Amumu would honestly, or their jungler needs to just focus on one lane. Focus on enabling that one laner that could carry them. You can gank here and there, but make sure to play around one lane. Because I was shocked, honestly, that I didn't see him really do much for mid lane. The first time I saw Amumu, I saw Amumu on his physical appearance, that he existed, that he was in the team with them, was in the top side. They died when Kled was chasing Jax, and it didn't make any sense. But other than that, honestly, there is potential. There is potential, and I honestly hope that they are able to, I guess, bring new strategies and bring more champions and show us what they're capable of. Because I don't believe that this is the best Yo Clan has to offer.
Right. I mean, it might not. It might be. It might not be. But we'll have to wait to find out. In the meantime, though, let's talk about the next match: Nemesis versus Furkanin Askerleri. The fish team versus the Turkish team.
You butchered that
the
name,
first-
man. That name's gonna haunt you in your dream.
I know I butchered it. If they come for the post match interview, first question is what does the name mean? I have no clue. As well, thank you, Angry Boy. Angry
And how do you say it?
Angry E-Boy says, yes, go Meryl, he Windows. And thank you, Duck Hater 300 as well for the follow. I think I know who Duck Hater
I thought he was
300
talking
is.
about the actual Windows.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, for a second I was thinking the same thing, but apparently not. But Nemesis and Furkanin are the first match of Group B. Ahmed, I don't know if you can talk, but I feel like I've said this before. I feel like Nemesis seems to be in the same regard as Randajar was right now, where they seem to be the more coordinated team.
I mean, I would say one thing that proves to you that a team is well organized and they've known each other and they play together, if they have a team logo.
I was not gonna mention it. I didn't want to sound like a noob, but but yes, exactly.
It shows us that they've been playing together and they have teams set up. Their team set up, and they're not just 5 random guys coming in together to play. If you literally, it shows that you're one unit. You know, you're playing as that. You're playing for that one badge. I know that the badge is a fish and it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
But it's still a badge that you're playing for, so it shows that you're a team. And here we go again. I'm gonna mute myself.
Wow. Okay. So I had to. So for whatever reason, when you were already on mute, I still heard you. But so this is how bad the lag is. But we're still going to fix it for next match. Obviously, with I think Ahmed, you kind of told me this after the unfortunate. It's Nemo. It means everything, says Duck Hater. I think I agree with that statement. Obviously, considering it's Nemo never loses in this regard. But Ahmed did mention a little bit which causes the issue for him, which is the fact that ever since the unfortunate tragedy that is the Turkish, how do we get it into game? Nemesis. Boy Tango, we will Ahmed should send you an invite any minute now to get into the game. Me? No, you, my friend. No, you, my friend. Look, you're muted right now. I do the talking, you do the other things. This guy thinks I need to do everything. You see, like this is insane. Guys, see, you can't keep using my internet bad. I can't do this as an excuse for everything. So, as he is muted, he did mention though that it is mainly because of what happened with the unfortunate Turkish earthquakes, which caused a certain power outage from the Wi-Fi, which is what you've mentioned to me. But let's see if we get into game number 2 of today. 30 seconds remaining for this game. Nemesis versus the Turkish team that I cannot pronounce to save my life. As we are working on that though, if you want to rewatch everything and if you want to join us, make sure you subscribe and you follow us on Twitch. and on YouTube, youtube.com/@wearebasesports. There you have all the stream replays as well for you to watch whenever. Game 2 is underway and it will start any minute now. As we are looking for Ahmed to make sure that everything is set up. You're still giving me the look of like, as if I should do it. I'm not gonna do it. You do it. So, with that said, we are going into game number 2 any minute of today. Only 3 games today. And for the rest, we will have another game set up. We will have another 3 games set up tomorrow. 1 hour earlier than today at 3 PM. Our games should start. As we see once again our problems arising. But that won't stop us from making sure that we have a fun stream for today. As we have here, we're starting to have here the all of the we have the lobby set up. We're gonna have it ready in just a little bit as we wait for everything. I want to make sure, I want to know what people's guesses are. Unfortunately, ever since Kizokazo, thank you for the follow as well. Unfortunately, ever since that we are no longer partnered with Twitch, there are no more points that we can do. I know, in case yes, давай. Хорошо. I meant спасибо. Shit. Fuck. For the follow. It's Kitso Katso, world famous Leona OTP. It is. We have the honor, Ahmed, of being with him. Don't tell him. It's too late now. We found out. But we are getting into game number 2. Finally, hopefully with less issues. And if there are the same amount of issues, we will make sure that they are fixed by tomorrow. As we've never had this. Maybe. And this is just a maybe, Ahmed. Uh-oh, something happened. What happened? It's gonna lag harder than your bald head. Alright, cool. Cheers. Thank you, Ahmed. Cheers. Thanks, I appreciate that. Think you're funny, huh? Piece of shit. Oh man. See, this is the type of abuse I have to deal with every single day. And I don't like it. But we are ready for game number 2. Game number 2 being once again Furkanin. My goodness me. Askerleri. I am excited for this one, as I am all the time. I'm always excited. Not in that sense. But we are going to have to wait and see what will happen. Ahmed making funny faces in the meantime as we are awaiting for everyone to join. Ahmed, point here. If you think that Nemesis is gonna win, point here. If you think the Turkish team is gonna win, which one is it? Wow! Alright. Fair enough. Man's doing the politically correct answer. I respect it. Both you share screen, so I'm gonna leave the lobby. You got this? Yeah, I'll try. I'll try to. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. Share system audio. There we go. Okay, apparently it says they will hear themselves. But Nemo, oh, this is not what we want. Please bring it back. There we go. So, let's say Nemo has world famous Meryl on team. Easy win. Draw. Bjorn Kit asks if it will be a draw. It seems like Ahmed is pointing in that direction, both figuratively and literally. I'm more on Nemesis side. There you go, you see? Both are winners, he says. He's doing the politically correct answer, is what's happening. You know, as organizers, we can't do, or at least we like to call ourselves organizers. This is about us. Rock, paper, scissors now.
Hello.
Wow, it's a 5-second lag, but yes, hi. You need only your voice, right? You don't need your camera for when we eventually do the stream. So, yeah, here's the side match with rock paper scissors. Bjorn Kit said rock, and we are having these issues again on StreamYard. It was just a second. Give it a second. Alright, it's alright. You know how many things I have to stream? Alright? I'm on OBS, I'm on this, I'm on League, you know. I bought a relatively cheap PC. I see. Sounds sponsored by PostNord. I feel like there is like a reference that I don't get on here. Ahmed muting his mic again. What is it this time? He is so done. We'll wait for him to come back. Yeah, no, we'll wait for him to come back. Do we draft in League client? You can. Then Danish delivery transport company. That's okay. Fair enough. All right. You can draft in League client, or you can draft on the website. It's up to you. Nord is the fastest. Only between 1 to 365 days shipping per item. Wow. You can do either. It really doesn't matter. Just do the same bands and take the same picks. It's really up to you. Boy Tango. Thank you though for that. As we are going into the next game, I mean, if it's only between 1 day and a year, I mean that, you know, it's all right. It's that's pretty quick. If I'm not, how big PP you need to play in Baesports Club? I'd say average. Average does just fine. Average does perfectly fine. You know. We are going into game number 2, I think, as my goodness me, my camera is going on and off every 2 seconds. I don't know who's it on who this is. Ahmed over here. What the hell are you doing? You said add now. What are you biting?
Yeah, I didn't say anything. It's just I don't. It was just a cover, man, for tea.
Alright, fair enough.
Anyway, you can hear me now?
No, I can't. No, unfortunately. The people are at least excited. Yeah, you can start the game at any minute, Cruzult. We are with a little bit of a delay, but you can start the game already. As we see here, we see Master, Diamond, and in the Turkish team, one is gold 2 and the other ones are unranked. So this is
Whoa.
what?
Wait. We have a master player. We have a guy who's master.
Yeah, Meryl. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about in the chat the whole time. Meryl, master player.
What?
We've got Master, Diamond 2,
Whoa.
Diamond 3, Diamond 1,
That-
and Diamond 4, which is in Nemesis, right?
You know,
And then hold on. And then in the Turkish team, whose name I cannot pronounce, we've got 1 gold, 2 rated, and then all other ones are unranked. What happened here? Okay.
right, you know,
As we go into the game.
you're like in the top 0.1%.
We are looking at the bans right now. I'll try to show it as well to you, Ahmed. Maybe if you can do me a favor, we'll stop our cameras just for this so that it's easier for my poor computer to hand. As we say in Denmark, "Alalalala, vi tager guldet med hjem." I don't know what that means, but sure. Meryl is
Yes.
world famous post-Nord, main rank 1 Korean master player, let's go. I agree, That seems very, very, very good. Where's the crowd?
Who dares defy my will?
I can't hear them. Crowd, let me hear them. People are going obsessed with Meryl, obviously. Let's see if this works.
Enjoy no one being.
My ear got.
Yep.
Ouch. What happened?
What?
Sorry about that. My ear got stuck. I'm sorry, E-boys. We've put it lower a little bit. Hopefully that makes it better. It's not virgin. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Sorry about that. Got so angry for that.
Am I can. Someone hear me, man.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Did someone hear me? Oh shit! Yo, it's working.
Dr. Bobby Michael is speaking.
Now it's not, I suppose.
Yeah, it is, but just with a huge lag. Those are up there, guys. There you go, 4046 saying we can't hear you. Yeah, exactly, that's what I've been trying to say. Constantly. But, you know, nobody's listening to me, so, you know, there's that. We'll see maybe if we can do another client that might be a little bit easier. On my poor computer. Let's see if we can get
My sisters
this.
don't fight.
But here we have it. Meryl is banning at the minute. Sejuani, Set, Lucian, Shen, Nami, and Samira are being picked over here. Did you get ganked by a Razer Music Engine? No, not yet.
If I want your opinion, I'll
That
beat
seems-
it out of
seems
you.
like it. Let's see if we can fix these issues as soon as humanly possible.
Come on, I won't hurt you. I promise.
I love how this stream just is not a League of Legends stream anymore. It just became a stream on who can tarnish Post-Nord's name the best. Yeah, we are looking
Ignorant thrall.
like this as go. That should do it. I will send a Discord invite to Ahmed so that works. There we go. We are going to go for these picks. Kokendruk is picking the last pick for Nemesis. Sorry about that, that was not funny at all. I definitely did not laugh. Smutfar and fixing your only move. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's kind of like saying road, med, floor. I was thinking the same thing. Hold on, give me a second. Yep.
Yo, what?
This is much
It
better.
works.
Yeah, this is much better.
Way better. Way better. I can actually sound like a human being here.
There we go. This is your loadout of today.
Oh my god, that took a while.
Should work now. There we go. This is our loadout for today, Ahmed.
Alright, first of all, disappointed to see the Lucian Nami come back. Very disappointed. A few weird bans here and there. You know, we see the Cassiopeia being banned. You know, I suppose someone's OTP pick. The Aurelian Soul being banned, not surprised. Maokai ban, Gangplank ban, Gwen ban. You know, very shocking. Olaf, understandable. But the rest, you know, J4 ban again, confusing. Vi ban, understandable. So the bans are kind of like up and down, you know. Some of them are like, okay, makes sense, some no. But then you have Lucian Nami coming in, very disappointed. I think we're going to see Samira, Shen in the bot lane, or Samira set, which does enable Samira a lot. She's going to have a lot of setup coming in. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have Camille. So right now, the good thing for the team on the red, the red side, the one on the right, they have two flex picks. They don't know where Shen is going and they don't know where Set is going. Set might be support, Set might be top lane, Shen might be support, Set might be top lane. But I honestly think, in my personal experience, in my opinion, Shen is more likely to be in the top lane, since it was Set in the top lane. You don't have that option of just being able to be around the map as efficient, you know. With Set support, you can move around a bit easier, be able to create more pressure on the map, and be able to do a lot for your team. Meanwhile, Shen, right? Shen, no matter where you put him, he has his ult. His ult enables him so much. But we have Meryl though. So whoever's going against Meryl is not going to have a good time. We have a master ranked player. That's like 0.1% or 0.05%. 1% or less than 1% of the player base, and it's just insane that we have someone.
Stop talking about that. I mean, it's insane. I agree, but they're just Meryl will 1v9 this. You see what I mean?
Honestly, I believe it. Unless you do have a Wukong, which does add a bit of setup for the team on the right. I don't know which team is where, but I'm just looking at this based off what I'm seeing in front of me. Lucian Nami might struggle a little bit, but Lucian Nami is a strong lane no matter where you put them. You know, any team, Lucian Nami always works, but you gotta play in the bot side. If I was the red side team, you gotta play a bit in the bot side, enable them a little bit, give them that comfort zone, right? Beginning of the game, because Lucian Nami, if you give them a little, if you put pressure on them early, they just lose momentum. They just lose the style, and then they won't be able to play. Right, like once the moment that Nami uses an ability, you just go all in. Especially if you have Set, just go in, press E, flash. It doesn't matter as long as you inflict a lot of damage upon them, and it ruins their lane. Meanwhile, on the top side, right, Wukong will have to do God's work here to enable the Shen or Set in the top lane.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I want to read this from Angry E-Boy. I once went to a party with Meryl. The year was 1991. He went into the club silently, but still everyone knew he was rank 1 Korean master kung fu flipper destroyer of low elos. Now that brought it. I know you can't see it, but that brought a tear to my eye.
Oh, I see it. It's right there. After moving to Zoom, I can actually be able to read the chat. I can do that. You know. Who would have thought? Zoom is the thing we go to.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
We were like,
Anyway,
oh,
we do
this thing is amazing. This other thing that we found, but nope.
Nope. We also see not an interesting matchup, a traditional matchup in the mid lane between Syndra and Orianna. Not very much to talk about it. Basically, they're both gonna farm. They both have a lot of damage potential. They have a lot of sustain. So it depends on how they play it. That they want to do rotations and stuff. So depends. Also, if you notice, one team came in with Smurfs accounts. You know, since they don't play on this region, so that's a bit of an advantage for them.
Right.
So I think Seth is support because we see an ignite and aftershock on him. Meanwhile, Shen is the top lane with that. I forgot what the rune is called, the green thing on Shen. So, but yeah, it will add a bit of sustain for him.
I remember that it was really good times, Sasuke Sokatsu. He got the DJ job and played Faker's intro song and began to own the floor. Now it's a beautiful, beautiful sight. You can see. Today's sponsors is Karens that will use their special meltdown ability.
Crab rave music.
What?
Top diff. That's a funny Danny Phantom. But anyway, we have IG Camille. We don't talk about that. So
we are
I thought we had
finally
Vandrel.
in game.
I thought we
one.
had Vandrel. I thought we had Vandrel as Shen. I was shocked. Also, if you can fix the champions, put Shen in the top lane and set as support and Orianna in the mid lane for the right side team. Basically, just move the boxes.
"30 seconds until minions spawn."
Unfortunately, it's a bit too much to ask for me right now.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
Okay. Well, the screen is frozen for me, so I don't know what's going on. So
I will fix it for you right now, as we are still. Yes. I mean, if only it's this. If that's the issue, there you go. Now you should be able to see it.
Minions have
yeah,
spawned.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, all right.
How can you guys see?
But we do.
Are you guys hacking? Damn. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's happening. They found us out.
They got us lacking. Anyway, Lucian Nami with that exhaust in the bot lane with a heal. Very surprising that he did not go cleanse, or at least ignite. You know, as a Lucian Nami, you want to pile up pressure. You want to do so much damage. You want to inflict pain. You want to ruin their lives. You want to let them remember how their dad used to hit them, just like KSI's dad. You know, he just. You just want to ruin their lives, you know? So I'm very shocked to see the heal coming in for Lucian. Meanwhile, on the other side, they have the exhaust and ignite. So the damage outcome for the red side team is much higher than the blue side.
Right, in the meantime, we are looking at the top lane as well. It is a little bit more composed than your previous game. At least in the beginning,
Alright.
I mean.
So we do see a bit of damage.
We see here Meryl, the top, number 1 Korean player, in the top lane.
We do see, you see what I mean? Lucian Nami has that so much potential to do damage early, and Seth already had to use a pot to heal up. And look at the damage, already half HP down. Meanwhile, on the top lane, the same story again. Half HP for Shen, even though it's kind of not a favorable matchup for Camille. But we do see an early gank. Nice flash from the jungler. Does land the CC. Will they be able to finish the job? No. Seth escapes thanks to his haymaker. And does he use anything else? They used both flashes, exhaust, and the ignite is still available for them if they want to use it. So much damage landed on the Shen there in the top lane. Camille doing so much work. Shen should be, honestly, on paper, to me at least, Shen is stronger. But, you know, it's skill diff, you know. It's like when I beat you in FIFA, skill diff. Anyway, we see a big wave being pushed in. A big wave being pushed in the bot lane, a big wave being pushed in the top lane. Mid lane, we haven't seen much action there yet. It's just a simple lane. And by the way, you can move the champions from the item bar if you want to do it. But yeah.
But here's the thing though, like we are looking at, I mean, Meryl over there, Veratril, we see at top lane, just, you know, excuse my French, but just shitting himself as he needs to fight a master.
I mean, look, all I'm gonna say is,
and #1 master in Korea.
Oh yeah, I'm #1 master in South Korea, not North Korea. He's probably in North Korea. That's why I didn't match up against him, you know. But like North Korea has their own servers, of course, you know.
Of course.
Oh damn, they want a badminton tournament and a Club Penguin tournament. Sebby, you got this.
Can you cast my next badminton tournament and the Club Penguin? If Club Penguin was still alive, you know what, my friend, I would have considered it.
Did they not bring it back?
No, it's dead in the water. They did bring it like back for like the mobile game.
Ooh,
like
wait, whoa, what happened in the top lane? Why is Shen 2 HP? Bruh, who hurt you?
There you go, and there Veratril with issues.
I mean, we're back in the mid lane. Boring matchup, honestly. There's not much gonna happen, you know. Syndra is gonna try to stack her passive. Meanwhile, Orianna is just trying to push her. But Wukong comes in. Will they be able to finish the job? Of course, Orianna would not have Ignite or any summoner that would enable her to put pressure on the enemy. But we see the Sejuani sitting in the bush. Will the Sejuani go in? She does not have flash. She just decides to recall and go back and buy some items because she hasn't recalled yet, and Wukong has a bit of an advantage over her. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we see Shen picked up the boot and Ruby Crystal, and the Camille coming in. Oh, beautiful! Gang doing so much damage. Seth is here though. Will he be able to get a reply kill? He does, and it's a 1-for-1. But one of the kills went to the support, while the other kill went to the mid laner, which will be a big difference. Because no matter what, that kill on the support is not as great as the kill on the mid laner. But anyway, at least nice roam by Seth, getting that reply kill, being able to at least put some gold in the back pocket of his team. But we're back in the top lane. We see again, Camille is freezing the wave. So she creates a large wave and getting the chance to roam. She does have her ult. Or is she waiting for the jungler to come or something so they can be able to put pile pressure on the Shen? Because Camille ahead is very strong, and now Shen is not unable to farm. Look at the CS difference, 23 to 51. So Shen would not be very active in the map. Or even if he is, even if he ults somewhere, he won't be tanky enough to actually to sustain a lot of damage. So far Camille is doing so much work, even by not killing him. Oh, nice gank by the Sejuani again. They're focusing the Seth. Seth does have Haymaker online. He does use it, but Samira goes in. Will they get a kill here? They do. They get a kill. They kill the Samira. That's so much damage from the Lucian. I'm sorry, but it's just a bit laggy for me, so that's why I freeze sometimes, because I don't know what happens.
I think that's the best option. You know, if it's only that, we're about okay right now.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. But we see a huge wave coming for the Lucian. He's going to be able to increase his farm here and be able to go ahead in CS against the Samira. Even though Samira is ahead right now, she did pick up that ninja tabbies, or plated steel caps as they call it now, which is so disgraceful. That was a lot of noise, but I would still not call it plated steel caps. Anyway, top lane still 60 CS to 35. First Drake has been picked up by the blue team.
Correct. Nemesis going for it though, but it is a lot more equal, especially within the first couple of minutes than it was in the first game. I think they're both just kind of testing each other out, testing the waters, seeing what their limits are. But you can definitely tell that both are playing very coordinated, in a sense, in comparison to what the previous game was.
I mean, we do see though a big difference, right? We see in the top lane, the matchup is very, very in favor of the Camille right now with a big CS lead, 26 CS lead with the Sheen as well, and there's some damage, but she's just way stronger in the 1v1 situation. Shen would need a lot of help, I would say. I'd say he'd even need Orianna on top of that. Meanwhile, we're back in the mid lane. Wukong is trying to find a pick there. He does not. Syndra is able to escape easily. Shen is out of position, but he does a lot of damage. He pushed the wave, and the minions were able to inflict some damage on the Camille. And she's down a quarter of her HP. Sejuani ult lands on the Wukong. They will inflict a lot of damage. Are they going to continue? They will not. Wukong finally escapes, and he's able to just get out of the fight, and it's very simple.
It seems that way. 2-1. 1k difference in gold.
And if you notice, the goal difference is mainly between top and the mid. The bot lane, it's very equal, 84 CS to 75. You know, you don't a Noon Quiver with against boots and longsword and a dagger. It's not very big difference. But look at that Lucian damage early on with that Nami on top of him. It's just too much damage. Camille going in. Shen blocks the attack. So will he continue? Will he go in for it?
Meryl going for it, and he may be able to use more than 5% of his power, as said by Angry E-Boy.
A lot of damage inflicted on the Shen. He has to run away. Sejuani going in. She's gonna grab this kill very easily. Simple kill on him. But the Camille damage, that was just insane. She bursted him down to 1 HP. Sejuani coming in to try to finish the job, but she had to go to the second turret to get the very, very simple kill, and they grab another kill. Meanwhile, here Camille is picking up some plays, getting more gold in her back pocket. It's a very simple lane for her. She's master after all. Let's not forget that. Meryl Street is playing with us.
My goodness me, and
no comment?
As we can see, I don't know if you're reading the Twitch chat, Ahmed, but you can see that the crowd is indeed bonkers, as Kitsukatsu puts it. A lot of fans here for Meryl, and they need to be held back. It is.
I mean,
insane.
I'm enjoying this. I like some. I suppose love, and I'm sorry about that.
No, but you can see the fans going crazy. The walls are crumbling, says Angry Boy. But look at this though. Bottom lane gets controlled by Furkanin.
Samira grabs the kill thanks to that set ult, landing the Lucian back to the team. They do grab a juicy kill that would enable Samira to actually be able to push the wave and get some platings. And they also put the Rift Herald in the bot lane. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Shen again survives with 1 HP, but there is no Sejuani to finish the job there. He's just gonna recall. It's a very simple recall. But Rift Herald being used in the bot lane, giving Samira a bit of more gold, bringing her back to the game. She does have 99 CS, so she's gonna hit the 100 CS mark right now. But both teams are very, very equal, if you can notice. Especially the set is playing wonderfully so far. That roam mid lane and that ult onto Lucian, the flank ult, bringing him back to the team, and it's just insane.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Angry Boy says Meryl would have killed Shen if he wasn't sponsored by PostNord. Damn you,
I mean, PostNord needs to sponsor us at this point if she...
Yeah, by the way the stream is going, might as well. As we can see here, Sail with a bit of trouble needs to go back, and Meryl trying to go for it. Is Meryl in trouble? Not yet. We are looking in a way where it is under control of Nemesis, but not yet. It is not yet over. 12 minutes in, and it is still super fair. And that is done. Bobby Bipolar is gone. Is a goner. Say goodbye to him for a second there in the mid lane. See Meryl here supporting his boys. And Boytime looking over there at the bottom. Can he do something? We are still, the bot lane is still very fair. a very nice trade on. Very good trade. Can there something happen over there? Not yet. Yes, it is.
Satan will fall soon.
I've never seen so much action. Why is Mentor jungle not focusing on Omega Chat Alpha 100?
Alright, I'm back. We saw Lucian grab a kill there. That's very dangerous. Lucian ahead. This is just scary. Sejuani as well misplayed in the mid lane going in, and Shen was able to respond with his ult. You gotta be careful of Shen ult. When Shen ult, if you know that Shen has his ult, you gotta play safe, because Shen can turn any fight. He can just come in and boom, you're stunned. That's an easy kill. But there is a big gold lead right now, almost 4k gold lead, and most of it are in the hands of the top laner Meryl and the Lucian. 2 kills each. And item advantage for both of them, because we see that Samira hasn't picked up her item yet, and meanwhile Shen as well, he did not pick up his item yet. But Seth is going to the mid lane. He does have the roam available. No, he decided he's just gonna ward the enemy jungle and head back. Wukong is heading into the mid lane now. They're just they haven't decided what they want to do. They just keep going to one lane and then going back, one lane and going back. A lot of vision for blue side though, if you can notice. More vision towards them. But Seth is trying to clear out a few of these wards, trying to bring his team back at least to understand the map and what's going on. But there is way more vision for blue side right now. Shen is playing under his turret now, even though there's no Camille. He is that scared of her. Camille diff, some would say, top diff. But Lucian can clear the wave. And it's very simple. Honestly, at this point, just play simple League of Legends and it's winnable for the blue team. Meryl is way far ahead. The mid laner, what's his name? I don't know how to pronounce that. Seal is very, very ahead as well. But Meryl again bullying that Shen, telling him go back home, tell your mommy that you can't play this game.
But I mean,
no comment?
No, I was, but we can see that Furkanin is cracking under the pressure right now, but they are not giving up.
We see Wukong might pick up a kill here. He does have his recast on his ult. He will not be able to catch this now, but he finally flashes and grabs that kill and heads away. But Syndra's here to finish the job. No, she will not. She'll just back off. Meanwhile, in the jungle top side, where they're picking up the second Rift Herald that's spawned. There's going to be a very big Rift Herald, by the way. It will open the map so much, especially since you have bot lane tower on half HP. And then meanwhile, the second tier turret in the top side, it will open up so much. Samir is trying to 1v1 the Lucian under turret, but Lucian is just... He's telling her, nope. He just told her, no, don't do this. You can't hit me.
I mean, right now, the Nemesis does have a lot of advantage in territory. But I think that's more or less where it ends as we go over here. Boitang in trouble.
Syndra in the mid lane landing a full combo. I'm surprised she went electrocute, by the way. Most Syndras nowadays go first strike, so it is a bit shocking that she went electrocute. But I suppose it adds a bit more damage in the laning phase and it enables her more, so it makes sense, I suppose. I mean, Camille kind of disappeared off the map. We haven't seen her in a minute or two, but she's back in base and she did pick up her second item, Ravenous Hydra. Again, it's just... Shen hasn't even picked up an item yet. Just letting you know, Shen does not have an item yet. He might have enough gold to go back and pick up an item, but he did not pick it up now, so... He does have his ult, so if any fight happens now, it's an advantage of, I guess, Team Nemesis. It's Team Nemesis on the blue side, yeah?
If they had the world-known OTP Leona.
Bro, imagine if they had this. I can't say it. I can't. I'm PG now. But anyway, we see a fight in the top lane. Ooh, that much damage.
And it
Shen did not.
Will it be finished? It is finished!
Then the big mistake by not recalling. Orianna ult lands. Nami escapes easily by flashing and ulting, but Syndra is here to finish the job. Haymaker is still available. Sejuani ult lands on the Orianna. So much damage. The set trying to change the fight, make it to his favor, but they can't find anything. Wukong is in the back line. He's spinning. He's becoming a B-Blade, but they do not find anything. Meanwhile, Meryl finishes up the Orianna in the mid lane, and they just grab everyone except the Samira. She's by the Drake. Orianna's there, and she's dead. And she's gone. She's just gone. They spawn the Rift Herald in the mid lane. They can push all the way to the base. Sejuani's clearing some vision in the jungle. She's trying to find Samira, I suppose, and trying to clear up some vision for the Drake, setting it up. But Samira, she can't do anything. She can't do anything. She's not that ahead yet. Holy smokes! 3 charges on that Rift Herald. That's some juicy Rift Herald gameplay. 3 charges, destroying the base, opening it up, and another push like that will get them the inhibitor. But let's remember again, let's remind everyone that getting an inhibitor so early is not a very great choice. They do have an Orianna, they do have Shen. They can get a lot of gold and a lot of XP. But meanwhile, Seth getting one shot. He does use Haymaker, and Shen ult comes in, culling, hitting him, does so much damage, and he's gone. He's just gone. He's gone. He's going back home. Mommy called him. She needs him back home. You know, he's not allowed to play the game anymore. Wukong trying to find.
We can see as well, and it seems like they're trying to battle. Will it be enough? Can they steal it? And even if they do, will it be enough? It doesn't seem like it will. And they have stolen.
Ooh.
They have gone for the steal. No, they haven't.
Sejuani coming in clutch with that smite, but a big problem is they did pick a shutdown right there, a Lucian shutdown, 300 gold into the Orianna. That will give so much value for the red team. They did lose 3 Drakes though, so it's not that crazy, but it's at least something. It's a step to get back into the game. Orianna is gonna get at least, I suppose, finish up her item, and then she's good to go.
I feel like this is LEC. Wow. I agree. LEC is nothing in comparison. Am I right? Yeah, I don't feel
Bro, LEC, who watches that? I watch Baesports.
See.
My favorite esports organization, Baesports.
But Meryl trying to go once again for a turret, and it works.
My boy Kizzo, the world is flat only for you. The world became flat because it wanted to please you, Kizzo.
As we see here, so Meryl going against for a till, my bad. They've been at it the whole game. You can't see it, but Ahmed shaking his head to leave. We have Bote in trouble.
He does push back Sejuani back to, but there's no one. There's no one. Culling is being used right here. Samira might just die here, but there. Samira, you know, she can't play the game as well. Lucian is way far ahead. This is why you gotta capitalize on it early. You can't let Lucian Nami scale. You can't let Lucian get that far ahead. Picked up his Navari quick plays as well. It's just, he can't do anything. Samira can't do anything. It's just insane. Shen finally picked up an item, but it's not a mythic, so he's not that scary. What?
Oh,
look at that, bro. Bro, look at that, man. Shen does nothing. Camille was able to just walk in, do some damage on that turret, get that plating, and just out of there. Wukong is trying to fight Camille, but he is not that scary. He does have the Divine Thunderer. Shen coming in with the ult. They do lock Camille down. 4 people for this Camille. Will she be able to escape? So far, yes. So far, yes. She does not have flash. She does not have flash. Samira was able to clean it up. But in the meanwhile, in the top side, Zed is trying to move quickly. They do use TP. I think that's Orianna TP being used. Shen TP now as well. They have vision on the back. Woo! That was very close. But Sejuani does have smite, and she just said, eh. Cool ult, but I have smite.
We've got a lot of Meryl fans over here, obviously, but Furkanin not stopping, and they are taking their
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
first turret, I think. They have taken their first turret.
Yeah, it's the first turret of the game, but they...
In, but it might be, well, it is probably a little bit too late. As we are going to look into what the game plan is for Nemesis. These announcers off the perk. Yes, sir. How'd you know? By the way, for Twitch guidelines and YouTube guidelines, that's a joke.
Alright, but look, what we see is though, there is a way that the red team can come back. You see these objective bounties, you see that the turrets are lighting up in gold. They need to pick these objectives, they need to get that gold back, they need a little bit of something to enable the Samira, because she does have the collector, which is honestly not a bad item, right? But it's so late in the game, it's not optimal, you know? But it is it's an essential item, I suppose, for her. But at the same time, we see Set picked up that anti-heal. Very surprising. First item. You know, I suppose you could have went for the mythic, get that support item to at least add a bit of more sustain every time you CC, because you do have the aftershock. But he did go for that anti-heal. I suppose he is scared of Nami healing, but here Samira is 1v5ing them, but she's out of position. Drake is being attacked. It's a 4v3 right now. 4v4, yep. Sorry.
Who will get it though?
Camille coming in with the TP, but already it's a done fight. It's a done fight. Camille didn't even need to come. It's done. It's done.
It is done. It seems
She's
like
just
it
gonna
is
go back
done. And Nemesis for the steal.
Honestly, Camille did not need to TP there. No need. She could have just continued topside, ended the game there. She did not need to TP. Again, you know, this started the game very equally, but then it became one-sided. You know, the team, I suppose, how do you say it? Communication, the macro is way better on Team Nemesis, you know? It's very obvious, you can notice it. They're playing the map better, and they do have Lucian, Nami, and a Fed Camille on top of that. 6 kills, 3 items. Meanwhile, the most, collectively speaking, she might have more gold than the 3 laners of the red team. It's just insane.
It seems like it is one and done for Nemesis. Well, my Nemesis. Group B.
10 kills ahead. Over 10k gold ahead. Sorry, almost 10k gold ahead.
You are almost there. Now it is over 10k gold ahead, and it seems like it is one and done, but they are taking their time.
I mean, you gotta remember, you can't really be greedy and you know, ruin it for you and int it. You know, you gotta play it safe. You gotta play it right. You gotta play it slow, and that's how most League of Legends games are played nowadays, just so you can guarantee the win. Because if you overdo it, if you do something wrong, one mistake can lose you the game.
I mean, I've seen, obviously, because I'm low rank boy over here, I've seen a lot of people, you know, think that this is Call of Duty, where, you know, you try to run into this, sprint into 5 enemies, and think you respawn immediately back, you know?
I mean, so, you know, if you played Black Ops 2, you might think you have the SR50, but as a fucking machine gun. So that's what some people in low elo would think. But in high elo, they play it slow. You know, you see diamond players, you see a master player here, so they're gonna play it slow, of course. They gotta play it right. They're not gonna overdo it. But you see, like, Sejuani just trying to find out where they are. She did not go in. She did not commit for that, even though she only saw Shen, by the way, and she did not commit for it. Nami ult comes in, big wave. Will it land on somebody? No, it will not. They will just try to focus on getting that second tier top turret. They do get it eventually. Set is going in, lands a big ult to Sejuani, but no one else is there. Shen ult does come. The rest of the team finally shows up, but the culling distance so much. Yeah, big shutdown picked up by Oriana and the Syndra. But Camille is in the base. She's destroying the base. There's no base remaining for them. They're still fighting. They're finally realizing, and they're trying to recall, but Sejuani is stopping them. They're just gonna go for the Sejuani. Camille has finally decided that she wants the inhibitor instead of the turret, and they're chasing the Nami now.
But Meryl
The Nami
going
will
for...
probably fall here.
He does, but Meryl is going for the solo kill over here.
He goes
Can
on
it
the
be
turret, does 90% of the
Nexus.
set HP.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat as well. I'm reading the chat in the meantime saying, Sile bad, swap him out, we need a roster change. So there's already some drama going on over here.
I mean, he did give a big shout down to the Orianna. Orianna, 3 kills, 4 deaths, 7 assists. She does have a lot of gold, but she's not as effective as the Syndra right now. Syndra with that death cap already in 29 minutes is just crazy. How I mean, they're kind of turning it around. That 10k became 9k right now, so they're kind of turning it around slowly, but it's surely, hopefully, they do find the great picks. Oh, Wukong face check. Culling is Seth is trying to eat this a lot of damage, but he can't do it, and Sal picks up another kill. Meanwhile, Wukong falls, Seth falls, Samira falls. It's 3 kills. This is just over. Camilla's in the base. Shen can try to stop her, but he won't be able to do much. She does have the turret plating, and it's gone. It's gone. It's done. It's done. Why are you doing this to them, man? It's cute. I don't know what to say, man.
It is a one and done. It is done over double the kills. Oh, almost over 10k. No, it is over 10k, over 12k difference in gold. And Nemesis goes to the next round, Ahmed. Well, not next round,
not
but
the, they do
takes
go
the
1-0 up in the group. Yeah, they do have 2 games remaining. Let's not forget that. They do have 2 games remaining. It's not the end yet, but it's just, again, we see a one-sided, it's not as one-sided as the first game, but we do see how it changed quickly by a few misplays. This is the problem with a lot of teams, right? A simple 1 or 2 mistakes here and there, because let's say you're playing professionally, right? You're trying to get to that professional stage if you play in these tournaments, right? You want to get better, and you gotta take care of these small mistakes. You can't keep making them, and the problem is with a lot of teams, they don't focus on these small mistakes. They're like, hey, I'll get this one pick, this will bring us back to the game. But no, that's not how it works. You gotta play literally picture perfect to actually be able to actually win. But a lot of teams don't realize that. They try to just chase, try to get kills. That's what we saw here. They chased, they did not. They weren't able to capitalize on it, and they eventually lost. And they did not lose by a low margin. We saw the top lane boom, and we saw the bot lane boom, and we saw the mid lane boom, and every lane was enabled by the Sejuani. Wukong wasn't that as effective as the Sejuani, and I don't blame him. Sejuani was playing crazy good. Camille as well. You can't really gank a fed Camille. She picked up Sheen in the first 2 minutes. She just grabbed a few waves, went back, got Sheen, and how can you gank that? You're like level 3. Camilla's already level 6. You can't do much there in that situation. So I understand why they lost. They did do some good. They did pick up a few kills here and there, but it always comes back to this. You gotta play it better. You gotta play pitch perfect, the picture perfect. You gotta do better. You gotta communicate better. The problem is not that they lack skill level. It's communication. Maybe in the top lane, skill level was a big difference, because we saw Camille was able to manhandle the Shen, but it's just, what can you expect? This is when you see a master player against you. You gotta do your best to disable him. Make sure that he is unable to move. Make sure that he is like FF15. Make sure that he goes to sleep depressed, thinking about the game, thinking, oh, I remember when Shen's big cock was on my face. He needs to remember. You need to make him remember that, and they did not. They decided to go the small PP route, and the Wukong wasn't able to do much.
Right, we are in the meantime going as well already. We are almost done for today, Ahmed. There is 5 minutes left.
And I can go back to work.
Go back to work. Yeah. That's what they all say at the end.
But you see, if you notice, like it wasn't one-sided. It was just mistakes on mistakes that just ruined the game for them. And
Of course.
again, same as last game. It is doable. They can qualify for the semi-final, but it's just they gotta work on that communication. It's the biggest problem for every team. Of course, let's say you play with your best friends from 10 years, but it's a different thing when you play with your friends for 10 years and you try to play some professional games, you know? A big difference because you play with your friends, you joke around, oh, I made a mistake, haha, you know? That I died, woohoo. But in that other situation, you gotta be like, oh, I died here. Okay, what can we do to come back from this silly mistake that I did? What can I do to actually be like, hey, you know, we're back in the game. If we do this, this, and this, we can actually be able to get a bit of a gold advantage, or at least come back with the gold. They have 1,000 gold lead. Let's coin flip a dragon, do something, be able to win. But I don't see a lot of that happening, and then it's just, you know, it's a problem, I suppose. They need to work on, and I hope to see them recover from in the next game at least, because there is potential. Not bad skills. Set played beautifully. His ults, some ults were questionable, but other than that, like the ult on Lucian was able to get a hefty shutdown. You know, the roam the mid lane, it was nice. The early game presence, it was nice. So Wukong needs to play, tries to focus on the map pressure, and I would say I suppose, try to find one shot caller instead of all of them telling, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Find one shot caller who will make sure that the team works together, and you only listen to that guy. I died, woohoo, yes.
In the meantime, we are also talking, like, while we're talking, we need to also look at the next game. Fluffy Dwarfs Party versus Los Pocholocos. I mean,
Ahmed, eres un grande.
Eres un grande,
Gracias,
they say,
señor.
Of course, of course. So we are going into game number 3. Ahmed Al Noaimi, Korean rank 1 caster, blasting low elo Shen on stream, HD 1080p, not allowed to show your kids. That's what we call NSFW right there.
I mean, you know, I am at work.
Oh shoot. Our top laner will do an interview. The problem is, there is a problem, and that is that it's over Zoom, so we can't.
You can
really
send them
do
Zoom link.
Yeah, the problem is that it will be
difficult
with
if
the filtering. Yeah, well, we'll try, guys, we'll try.
We'll send the link on the server. Whoever has Zoom, he can join. You know, we can ask them a few questions. But other than that, you know, again, I also like there were a lot of misplays from Team Nemesis. By the way, they didn't play perfectly, but they played it slow, and that was a big advantage for them. You know, and they did have a big gold lead from the mistakes that the other team made. But other than that, they had way better communication. The Sejuani was all over the map. You know, big dong energy right there. So I honestly see them at least minimum being in the final. If they continue that playstyle, decrease the mistakes, minimum in the final. Now, I'm not gonna say that they're gonna win because we might see a better team.
That is big praise though already.
I honestly see it, 'cause we've seen a lot of teams when every time we've streamed League of Legends a lot. We've seen a lot of teams, but I've never seen a team, you know, as I suppose as a team working as a unit as much as this. Maybe Surgmate Squad was there, but Surgmate Squad, I would say, more had the one-on-one skill level. You know, they had better skill than their enemies. But in this situation, it wasn't based on skill. You know, they didn't. It's not that the other team lacked skill. It was more based on how they played the map better. Sejuani was all over the map. You know. Syndra was able to actually put some pressure onto Orianna. Even though it's an even matchup, I would say, you know, the top lane, it was done. Bot lane, Lucian Nami was just strong. They played it right. They played it slow. They made sure that the set wasn't able to get some early damage. So it was just some nice League of Legends, and I honestly think they could go all the way to the final. Maybe win it, I don't know, but I think potentially a finals contender here. They played really nice.
We are going
has a key. I do have some keys.
We are going to do a So here
They really want that Meryl
They
interview.
really want that interview. I just sent the link on the announcements page. There you go. You can have it. Oh my goodness, we got all the pictures. Alright, we got it for YoClan as well. So, we're gonna be waiting for them to join. But in the meantime, let's talk about the next game. We've got Fluffy Dwarfs Party versus Los Pocho Locos, which will be organized in just a bit. Ahmed, what
We both know who you're rooting for.
Can you
We
tell?
both know who I'm rooting for.
Are you rooting for the party one?
No.
Okay.
The other team has a funnier name.
Yeah, but like I don't know.
How are you gonna go funny all the way?
Yeah, of course. But like I was just gonna be, you know, it's gonna be sad already, you know. Shit.
Should I make the lobby again?
Yeah, please do, by all means. In the meantime, we are
Alright.
still waiting for Los Pocho Locos to
as
come
well,
around, and we are waiting for the invites for well.
Yeah. So guys, if you're playing, because it annoyed me to keep searching for names. If you can just send it on Discord, your League of Legends name, and I'll invite you to a tournament draft lobby. If not, I'll try to find you, because I have some problems with my eyes today. So
Yeah, they do want Meryl interviewed. Yeah, we sent the link. Now it's just a question if well he clicked the link. Well, how do you know?
he is Meryl.
Did he just like fan write like the whole time while he was playing?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So bless
Do you
me,
hear that?
Meryl. We are. Yeah, I don't have him though. Let me see what.
Yeah. Do you hear the singing?
Yeah, I do hear you singing. Yeah.
No, not me.
What singing? No.
Oh, you don't hear it. Okay.
Oh, Meryl
my coworker.
Meryl is here. All right, boys. All right, listen. All right, you gotta behave well. But Meryl is here.
What did I do? What did I do? Oh, that's
So
a lot.
no, not you. Just the people in general. He is connecting his audio. But Meryl.
Does this
welcome.
work?
Yeah, it works. You've got a lot of fans.
I've got a lot of fans. I sent the stream to my friends before we started this, so.
Yeah, no, it's a bit. I don't know. I could tell.
Yeah.
Meryl, welcome to the stream. First of all, nice to see you.
Thank you.
Obviously, being a master over here is incredible. As well, having a master in Baesports. I think just by that alone, we kind of knew already how the stream, how
the game was gonna go.
How the game was gonna go.
I don't know. A lot of people play on Smurf accounts in some of these tournaments, so I couldn't. And it was a Turkish team playing on another account, so I don't know what rank they are originally. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna say this though. How did you play that Camille matchup so well? You disabled the Shen. You made him think you have a bigger dick than he does.
It was actually only fundamentals, basically, because Shen actually wins that matchup in the early game very hard.
That's what I was like confused.
But he never placed his sword forward, so he could never do the good trade with the empowered Q. He never taunted into me, so he never got like aggressive trades, and then I could just like wave manage my way to like double his CS later. And as soon as Camille gets Thunderer, she just demolishes that matchup. He can't play.
It was just like the top lane, even though you got some help from the Sejuani, it was before that the Shen was unable to do anything, and he misplayed so much. But it's not that he's bad, like his but it's just, I don't know, it confused me so much, because every time I looked at the top lane, I expect Shen to be like at least winning in CS, I'd be like, okay, even though you're against a master player, you're playing a counter pick, you're playing something that counters like a mill, so you expect something, I don't know. I was just really confused.
I feel like Shen can at least like go up in CS, right, as you said, but he can't really kill the Camille if he goes TP, because he has to return to side lane. He has to go TP in this matchup because he has to return it to defend against Camille when he TPs this team. I feel like they also got a lot of bad Shen ults or didn't get Shen. Also, there was one time like when I almost had the solo kill in the early game on him because I just all in because I knew my team was all in and down on the dragon. So I all in him so that he couldn't R down to them. But it's a very scary matchup from the Camille perspective. But I just feel like if I played safe, I will outscale him. So.
I'm sorry,
the other
I'm just
question
reading,
I have.
I'm just reading your chat right now. I mean, your friends are hilarious. They made this chat so much more interesting.
That's great.
Entertaining.
It's great to have supporters somewhere.
Bro, you've got fans left and right. We gotta make some Meryl merchandise, bro. At the end of this, they say, did you know that Captain America is based off Meryl's life story? Is that true?
No, I don't think that's true. But they do have their own way of typing things in the chat.
Sorry.
All right. Before I ask the question, I don't know where the party team is. I can't find them anywhere. I tried to look everywhere. I don't know which, who they are.
Oh.
The next game, basically. That's for Seb. But for your question is, did you guys have a guy like? Did you have a shot caller in your team? Did you assign a shot caller, or were you
we're
all
still
just...
pretty new, not as organized. We were playing with a sub today with our support in the jungle. He was actually doing a very good job considering he's normally our support player because our jungler couldn't make it. It's mostly like everyone takes the wheel whenever it's their turn. Basically, we're pretty good at not speaking over each other. We had a very grim, like when you saw Lucian Gale force in the last team fight before, in the second last team fight, sorry. That was me communicating, I think I can end here. And then he stopped every single back for me, but I didn't think he would do it. so I went with the inhibitors instead of just trying to end the game. But overall, I just think winning from top lane there is very important because or not just like weak siding me so we can win through bot because we have Lucian now, which is such a strong combination of champions.
Yeah, I was surprised because when I saw Lucian Nami and then they picked Set, right? I expected at least for the Wukong to play bot side a little bit. Just to put some pressure on the Lucian Nami to at least make them not that scary. But Wukong was invisible, at least to me personally. Wukong was not there.
I mean, I don't think Wukong was invisible. I felt like the presence every now and then, but it's I feel like he should have actually played a bit more. When Shen is not comfortable in the matchup, he should play more to top side so he can get Shen ahead. Because I was overextended a couple of times without wards and stuff like that, so he could have definitely gotten a gank in or two.
You were extended the whole game.
But as soon as I got Sundro, it was not mattering. Yeah, but I feel like he should definitely play through bot. But in my opinion, I think the set support pick is a bit outdated. I think it's it's not
very
good
outdated
anymore. It just gets, especially against dash champions like Lucian, he can just avoid the W and then the champion does nothing afterwards.
I mean, but Set did do some nice things. The roam mid, the bot lane flank. He didn't play bad, but I think he was just comfortable with Set and he just played him, but it wasn't optimal. Especially the last ult up you saw the fight when he ulted Sejuani away from his team basically, and they just one shot at the Set and then Wukong went in and they one shot at the Wukong and they had no communication. They just went monkey.
Especially you have to look at the soul fight down at Dragon where I got the TP flank because that's where they kind of didn't have the synergy of going in together. Because I feel like if they went in together, they could have had a much better team fight at that point. But Wukong went in and then he went out and then Set went in and then they continued doing this mixed match of not going in together, and that kind of lost them the fight.
I mean, honestly, I said this to Seb. They did not. Your team did not even need you because the other team misplayed so hard. You did not need to TP. You could have just pushed top at the end of the game. You could have just pushed that. It's just insane, how out, not in sync. You guys did have a few mistakes here and there, but you were way better organized. Even though you say your team is fairly new and you had the sub today, you were way more more organized than the other team. And I don't know. I just did not expect it to be this one-sided, especially after the first 10 minutes. It was fairly equal, but the Shen matchup was struggling. The bot lane was kind of even, but then after the 10 minutes mark, Sejuani just decided, hey, I like the map. Let me just go everywhere.
Yeah, but I feel like the Sejuani went and did a lot of stuff very early in the bot lane, and then afterwards our bot lane snowballed very hard because it's a hard matchup for Shen to get onto Lucian. And if Nami just stays behind Lucian, he can never really go in. And if Zed isn't ahead, he won't win the game. And I'd like to give a lot of credit to our support because she communicated so much, and it was a very great substitute player. And
wait, don't say she. Don't say she. Don't say she. We're playing League of Legends.
It is a she.
We don't. Bro, her gamer tag is on the stream, man.
What?
Bro, League of Legends players are very desperate. Don't say she in League of Legends, man.
Oh god, the amount of friend requests. The amount of friend
don't say she. Never say she.
You ruined it!
Alright then.
It's like playing Valorant, man, and you say...
I have to temper to the fan base, you know? Our team needs to get more supporters.
E-girl Nemo, oh no, oh no!
Bro, that's the biggest mistake anyone can do. Just say, "Oh, we have a girl player in our team." Oh, you'll get 30 messages. Can I join your team, please?
Yeah, you're gonna. Hey, look, if you weren't popular now already, you're gonna be by the end of this. You're not gonna be. You're not gonna be the only popular guy in your team. But sorry. In the meantime, while you're talking, I apologize to kind of talk about something completely unrelated. But we have added all the Turkish guys for the next game. We're waiting it out, so the Spanish guys are already in, the Turkish guys we gotta wait a little bit for. Excuse me, Meryl. I have who cares about e-girl when they have rank 1 per year, Meryl? That's a good question. Meryl, a quick question. You know, obviously, you know, you how do I say it? You have you have a lot of competition already for the next game. You have well, the Universidad Politécnica de Valencia. You have Alpers Mihaidin as well. Are you guys looking into these groups as well? What they might bring to the table?
We are scouting before every game. We don't really like. We don't really like do it like so far in the future. We're like basically focusing a lot on our own play compared to like everyone else's play, and what we and also like a lot of our picks are comfort picks.
Right.
Luckily, a lot of us are very good at playing many different champions, so and aren't one tricks at all. So right before the games, just like today, we probably look into, or like a couple of days before, we probably look into like what drafts we're going for. Our AD carry is very good at organizing and looking into possible drafts and looking into possible bans of the enemy teams. So he's very good at organizing it for us. So that's basically our strategy.
Bro, this just proves what I said. They can reach the final easily. That, like, even though he said they're new, look how like, you know, they're working together. Meanwhile, every other team is just like, yeah, I like Sejuani. Let me pick Sejuani.
You
know,
it's because of the logo, man. I'm telling you. It's because they've used the logo. That's why.
Nemo, the Nemo logo.
Of course.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google it. The first thing that pops up.
Oh god, I'm scared. In
Well,
the meantime, we have an 11-minute timer as well, just to talk about, well, to wait for the party to join in Group A. If they're not there within 10 minutes or 11 minutes in this regard, 11 minutes and 30 seconds, our Spanish boys will win by default. Meryl, so Ahmed is praising you a lot. You've got a lot of fans over there. You know, always asking about the top laner. How far do you guys think you're gonna be in this tournament? I mean, I know you're saying you're not thinking that far ahead, but is there like personally, is there any feeling?
Any team that scares you or anything?
I don't think there is a team that specifically scares me. I'm a bit of a nervous person, but I also think that a very good thing to do is look forward and say that like the only real goal is winning. So like winning it all is the only real goal, which means like there's no point in thinking about, oh, well, like we only want to get number 2 or number 3, because who wants to be number 2 and who wants to be number 3? Our team is really like determined to just say, hey, we're probably just gonna want to win it all, and we're gonna do our
that's
best to
nice.
do so.
My last question: how many rank ones achievements do you have?
Rank 1 achievements, absolutely none.
Because they're saying you're rank 1 on Yu-Gi-Oh as well.
No,
I mean, hey,
I'm
I can play in Yu-Gi-Oh.
You can play me in Yu-Gi-Oh. All right.
I forgot how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I played it in 2nd grade, but I can probably,
He's
you
not
know,
lying,
I can
guys.
summon
He's not lying.
Exodia.
He's just being very humble about it.
All right.
Don't worry about it. As I said, you've had. He will end you. Jesus Christ! All right, relax. Guys, relax.
Bro, all my cards are Exodia. All my cards are Exodia. I just have
Alright.
30 Exodias.
But anyway, Meryl, any messages you want to get out to the opponent's team, or to your fans, to your admirers that are watching?
I just want to say thank you to all my friends who came here to watch it. That was very nice. That made me feel good about going to play this, and it feels very, very cool to have support from behind in that way. And I'm glad for that my team wants to play with me, and I have this opportunity to try this out.
Oh, that's nice. Who would have
Yeah,
thought a League of
that's
Legends
sweet.
player with friends? That's
No, not just that. A League of Legends player that's high ranked, which means he played a lot, has friends.
And he's not toxic.
And he's not toxic, and he might have touched grass sometime.
Have you touched grass, Meryl?
I guess I went to buy groceries today, so I guess I touched grass there.
He touched grass.
Oh
You
my
see what I
goodness,
mean?
what is this? Guys,
He's a very
he's really
very
breaking
weird
all
League
the
player.
all the stereotypes over here.
Rick. No, it's not a stereotype, it's a fact. He broke all the facts. He's the weird one now. Everyone knows once you get into League, you can't touch grass.
All right.
Well, thank you, number one grass toucher. Well, thank you so much, Meryl, for the interview, man.
No
I
problem.
I hope to see you once again very soon. And good luck with the rest. We'll see if your team wins the 250 euros.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Have a good one, Meryl. Thank you so much for this.
You too. Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Ahmed, it's
Okay.
it's insane. What?
You want his rank 1 achievements? Fine, here you go. Rank 1 CSGO. Rank 1 high elo? What? Rank 1.
Rank 1, rank 1.
That's my favorite one. Rank 1 Pro. Rank 1 highest rank 1. Better rank and rank 1. Rank 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Rank 1 Korean Master Pokemon. Destroy your Dragon Ball Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a very specific game. Grass Toucher, rank 1. Rank 1 Flashbanger.
Now, rank 1 flashbanger is me. What are you on about? I flashbanged all of you. I did. You didn't see it on stream, but I actually accidentally I did. But
I'm getting flashbanged by everyone here.
so we are gonna give them another 7 minutes. If they're not coming within 7 minutes, then the Spanish boys have won by default. So I mean, here are once again our groups. Randajar having played today. Los Pocho Locos.
Hey, what about my
should
rank
have been
ones?
Being able to play Yoklan, having lost unfortunately against Randajar, and Fluffy Dwarfs Party being gone a little bit. Fucking having lost today. Alper Shimaden playing tomorrow against UPV Esports Nemesis, having won quite a lot with your favorite boy Meryl. And yeah, I mean it is one of these things where it's crazy. We are going to see if we have the next matchup. This is what it would be: Fluffy Dwarfs Party versus Los Pocho Locos. But I think that Los Pocho Locos are gonna win this by default, unfortunately. But I mean, a win is a win for them, but I don't think that they're the type of people that, you know, want to win this way. Now I'm gonna get a chat message just in Spanish that says, "Think again," you know.
Hey,
but,
we win it no matter what.
Yeah, no.
A win is a win. A dub is a dub.
It is. A dub is a dub indeed. Can we get another Meryl interview of this?
How
we
about we
can't. We
interview
can't.
them
We
and
can't.
they
We
tell
have
us?
to.
Wait,
We
wait.
have. We
They
have to.
we
You know, if
interview
we
them.
do
They
it too
give us
much, it takes away the. It takes away the quality. You know.
the feeling. The feeling.
The feeling. Yeah.
the feeling.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a Kinder surprise. If
The
you get a
love.
Kinder surprise every single day, you know, there's no more surprise.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, there's a bullet in this one. I already know that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I was talking
Well-
about North Korea Kinder surprises. That's why I'm used to those.
At
Yeah.
least. Yeah. That's why the United States doesn't have Kinder surprise. You know that? They don't have anything.
Yeah, I know they banned it a few years ago.
How dare they?
More than a
But-
feeling. What?
I don't know. More than a feeling in Meryl we believing. Wow, what a beautiful.
Bro, my
Bro,
rank ones
we've-
suck.
We have.
My
we
rank
have-
ones suck.
Where Ahmed? Where are our fans, bro? Where's
I don't know, man.
where's Konomeji when you need him?
I don't know, man.
He dipped.
Where's people that
dipped on us.
say that? What about people that clip me saying out the context stuff? You know,
They
where
used
are
to
those,
be,
man?
No, hold on. It used to be me. They used to clip me always out of context.
Well, they clipped
I
me
got
twice,
three out
man.
of context. Yeah, I got 3 out of context clips. And I remember Alex had a couple out of context. The problem was that all those clips are in context. There's no out of context there. I
Yes.
think low elo America banning Kinder Surprise because kids literally get to 1v9 choked by it.
Wait, kids choked? Is that why they banned it?
Of course, yeah, kids get choked by it.
They heard me. Do you hear that?
No.
It's the police.
Oh,
You didn't hear?
no, I didn't.
Did
I
you just
didn't, I
hear it? There were sirens.
Oh wow.
They heard me, talk shit about Meryl.
This is Kitsukatsu just wrote a message that like normally you would say out of stream. I want you to say.
If you shit in the sink at exactly 4:20 a.m. and yell Among Us 69 times, a shadowy figure called Mom will come to beat you up and will wake you up in a place called Orphanage. I probably said that in my lifetime. I think I've
feel like you
said
did,
that
yeah.
before.
Yeah, I feel like you.
And,
I wouldn't have surprised
probably
me.
in my work interview. Probably. And they thought it was a joke.
What separates you? Well, let me tell you about a story.
I did this challenge called Among Us. And it's not the game.
So-
I just said that.
Let's talk about a little bit in the 2.5 last minutes. Let's get a little bit back to League. Your favorite game of today was
I would say Nemesis versus
Turkish.
the Turkish team. Exactly. I don't know how to say their name,
I
but
don't
anyway.
know how to say
The
name
first
either,
game, my reasoning for that is because the first game, it was brutal domination early on. There was no game. It was like a guy saw you in the street. He was like, "Hey, yo, big man, nice pussy. Give me your money." And then you just be like, "All right, here's my wallet and here's my mom as well. You just give him your mom for free, Buy one
Wow.
get one free." That's
Wow,
yeah.
2 for 1.
But
Huh?
the second game, it was more of a, "Hey, yo, big man, give me your money." And they were like, "My money? I don't have money. Let's go rob the other guy."
Right.
And then he turns you into a thief as well, and then you become 2 thieves instead of 1. And then at the end of the movie, he shoots you, and that's what Nemesis did. And then they killed the guy who you partnered with, and then you take both money. That's my reasoning. Does that
see.
make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it perfect sense. Perfect sense.
You're welcome.
I'd say
Sometimes sometimes I super glue my thumbs to my nipples and pretend I'm a T-Rex.
This is why you don't ever read Twitch chat, man. It's this is why I'm always thinking like, why do the big guys, like Blast and and ESL, why don't they read the Twitch chat? And now I know.
Yo, big man, nice pussy. Did I really say that? I said that came out of my mouth, right?
Oh wait, hold on.
We have a game?
Yeah, no, never mind. What? Bruh, guys? Bro, one of them, I'm going back to 505, joined the lobby, and dipped.
What?
So one of them,
Yeah, I know. I saw
yeah,
it.
two of them. They joined
Wait,
and they left.
what?
If they don't rejoin in 10 seconds, it is a loss by default, I guess. So, oh my goodness, me,
Bruh.
guys, angry. Oh my god.
Wait, I had a question. What kind of super glue do you use? I want to pretend to be a T-Rex too, because the glue I have at home sucks ass. Bro, imagine it's flex glue.
Bro, like
Yeah.
if it gets sponsored by like Flex Tape or something, it would have been amazing.
Bro, I'm using it everywhere.
I
I'm
have a
using it
morning
everywhere.
ritual that I need to share. I call it the Terminator. First I crouch down in the shower in the classic.
What?
I don't want to read the rest. I'm scared of reading.
I
the
got
rest.
this. I got
no,
this.
it's okay. No, no, it's okay. They joined. They left.
Sometimes I like to put
No,
my towel.
no, no.
Bro, I met my twins. I met my twins.
Sorry for
This is
my
some shit I say.
I'm
This
watching
is-
any Egyptian miles. It's important.
I say this shit.
Can I send link now?
I say-
YouTube clip. Yeah, sure, send it. Whatever. Sure.
I
You
don't
wanna
trust
watch it-
him.
Do you
I
wanna
don't
watch
trust
YouTube?
him.
Look, I'm gonna watch the
I don't
YouTube
trust
clip.
him.
I'm gonna watch the YouTube clip first. Off stream.
I don't trust him because I know myself, and I know if I said to you, "Hey, watch this YouTube video," it's not gonna be good.
No, it really
It's
isn't.
not gonna be.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What is this? Wait, hold on. Let me watch it off. Oh yeah. Okay, let me watch it off stream first, and then I'll.
I don't know.
I'm scared. What is this? What did you send me? Hold on. My computer is really not. It really doesn't want to work today. Like even just opening Google Chrome, it said nah. What is this? Oh yeah, this is this.
I like how the Spanish people are like, "Let's go, we
Yeah,
won."
I guess. Yeah, they won. They did
We
win.
won.
Yeah.
We
Well,
won
wait,
with
we have some
hard.
issues. FK by Meryl. Let's see if.
Should
oh
I
my
open it?
goodness me. No, hold on. I'll open it. Hold on. I'm just pretty much my
All right,
my
you can
browser
show
just
it. You
kinda
can show
got
it.
stuck. Can I?
Yeah, you can show it.
Okay, hold on. Gonna end this task. There we go.
You can show it. It's all right.
Alright, hold on. Give us a second. Thank you for checking. Alright, so we're gonna put the unseen donger.
I've said that before. I've said that before. Why are they stealing my lines, man?
I've
No,
never
no,
heard
no.
you say that.
I've said it about Heimerdonger. I've seen this before, man. I've said this before.
Okay, so wait, is this? Okay. Hold on, let me put this in the same.
They're stealing my lines, man.
Okay.
Stealing my lines.
So, let's react to this. Did you see it already in full or no?
No, but I'm
Okay.
just annoyed that they used my Heimerdonger quote.
Hold on. Let me.
The unseen turret is the deadliest.
Hold on. Let me fix this for a second.
Oh damn! They're taking us back to like season. What is that? 8, 9?
Okay. So here you go. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. All right. So let's react to this. Can you hear this?
Sometimes.
No.
No? Alright.
Do you hear that?
No, I don't hear that either. No, hold on. Give me 1 second.
It's more police sirens.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know you guys can hear it, but I need to make sure that, like, you know, my boy, he can hear it. Hold on. You can't hear?
Sometimes you lose.
Yeah, now.
You can, right?
Yeah, I hear it now.
Okay, okay.
Sometimes you lose. I heard that.
Sometimes you lose games. Sometimes you lose. Let me show you. Sometimes you lose games. Let me fucking show you. Sometimes you lose games. It happens, apparently. Let me show you sometimes. Oh, sometimes. Some fucking times, guys. Here we have it with sometimes. You've seen it here first. Sometimes.
Yeah.
The slow scroll up. Slow scroll up got me. The slow scroll up got me. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, that's what I was thinking immediately as well. But but on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't want to read that. I don't. I've been cancelled 40 times, but I don't want to read that.
Hold on. My goodness me, Jesus Christ, that was loud. Anyway, let's put this back on. There we go. Please do not buy the BTS meal if you don't stand.
By the way, this is an actual thing. This was an actual.
I know it is an actual
paragraph. It's an actual thing.
Without understanding their significance.
This is an actual thing. I read this before.
I'm not gonna get into this. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Make sure you follow us on Twitch and on YouTube if you haven't done so yet. Tomorrow we will see UPV and see how good they actually are. Oh, Ahmed just has to mute just as this is happening, as the outro is happening. Oh, damn. And we will see each other tomorrow at 3 p.m. CET, so an hour before when we started just now. Yeah, we'll make sure you take care of each other. See you in a bit. Do you want to say anything, Ahmed? There you go. Good man. Take care. Have a good one, everyone.